NikkiNicoleStar family. Oh, Lord. How are we doing? How are we doing? What's up, Ordered Sets? Thank you again. Hey, Andrex. Hey, Andrex. I hope I'm saying that name right. But hey, baby, thank you for always joining me. What's up, Sammy? Hey, Greta. What's up, Alicia? Black Lavender's in the building. Hey, Crystal. Hey, guys. Thank you all. Thank you. Shout out to everybody joining me from YouTube. I see some Twitch people and some Facebook people up in here. Hey, what's up, Simply Simone? Oh, thank you, Stella. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. And congrats on your completing your exams. You go. What's up, Nina? Oh, shout out to Nina, the new subscriber. Hey. Thank you so much. She said, here for you and Z. All right. Z, Zaraya. Oh, okay, Zaraya, you better bring new subscribers. That's how family does it. What's up? It's Latasha. Hey, Amira. Hey, family, come on in the room. Come on in the room. So today I have a special treat for you. I told you that I was going to be debuting a new segment this month. And this is my new segment. It's called Welcome to My Group Chat. If you guys have been following me or have been subscribed for a while, you know that I'm always telling you guys about how hilarious my group chats are with my besties, my family, my co-workers, some actors that I have become really close with out here in LA. And I just wanted to bring you guys into it because I think we're hilarious. I think our conversations are hilarious. And I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse into the hilarity that is my group chat. So welcome to my group chat. Today's segment, our special guests are going to be my besties. These are my friends that I have, my family. You know, they've known me since I was, 14 and a lot slimmer. So we have been through a lot of life's journeys. We know each other very, very well. We're very close. Like I said, we're family at this point. And this is probably one of my longest and oldest group chats that I've ever been in. And this is what we do. We talk about everything that's going on in the world. And we're going to invite you into that today. So we have some trending topics that we're going to be talking about today. The trending topics will be Kelly Clarkson takes over Ellen's spot. We're going to get into Naomi Osaka and her decision to no longer speak to the media. We're also going to talk about the end of award shows. Then we're going to talk about the Friends reunion. I know some of you watched. I didn't, but we'll talk about that. Then we're going to talk about Diddy wanting that old thing back. And then we're going to get into a bit of Vivica Fox and her insaneness that she's been dealing with because she wants that old thing back as well. What's up, Busy Blue? Hey, Vodka with 3 olives. Hey, family, thank you so much for being in the building. What's up, Mimi Nick? Hey, Maisie. So this is the debut of my first segment, my new segment called Group Chat. And Kelly Clarkson, yes, Ellis. And my guest today will be my besties, also known as the Divas. I call them the Divas because, my God, today, what it took for me to get them to be here, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, let's get into it, family. You know how we started off. Are we ready to come into the room? Are we ready? Hey, Empire Daily, what's up? Let's get on in the room. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about because Empire is here. Mama, are you here? Where's my mom? You should have been the first person in the room. What's up, Denard? Come on in the room. Sing it, Denard. Come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Mom Doris is here. Yes. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Come on. We got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Oh, we got a lot of new people. All right, God is good. God is good. Hey, Robin. into it. My first guest is Katie Joe. We're just going to go with Katie Joe. I'm not going to do last names because you just, you know, I don't know who is in this in this chat as well, and I don't know, you know, what my friends have done outside of me. So I'm just going to give you first names. So my first guest today is Katie. You guys remember Katie from my my royal, when we covered, a lot of you subscribed to me from that video, when we covered the royal wedding of Princess Meghan from the House of Crenshaw and her husband, Prince Harry. Katie was, I'm laughing because I can see them backstage and y'all can't. It's going to be a key. But Katie was, we hosted that together, that monumental moment together. And it was a good time. It was a good time. So I had to have Katie back because, you know, she's in the group chat and this is what we do on the daily. So Katie, come on in the room.
Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. It's so good to be here. The royal chat has started.
The royal chat has started. The girls are back. We are back, baby.
And I am ready to chat.
We are ready to chat. Katie, thank you so much for joining me.
Of course. How do you?
Can we also talk about the bundles? The hair looks good, Mama.
Girl.
Yes.
No.
Come on,
all about the bundles. All about the bundles. You know
yes. it. Come through highlights. All right. Next is my bestie, who will probably be riding in a testy, Zaraya. Zaraya is, you know, somebody who is, Zaraya, I'm gonna be honest, shady and hilarious. Shady and hilarious. So I had to have Zaraya here because Zaraya gonna tell the truth, whether you like it or not, but she's gonna also give you some love. So Zaraya, come on in the building. Come on in the building, Shady.
Really, Nikki?
I gotta be honest with the people. Come on in the building.
Hello, people. Hello, Star family. I'm super excited to be here to talk to my besties. This is what we do.
I told you. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? My next guest is I haven't had him on the show, but I talk about him all the time. I talk about my bestie and my writing partner. We're literally twins. I'm telling you guys, we think the same thing 24/7. So many times in our group chat, we would write the same thing, send the same story, make the same comment for like, as long as we've known each other. One of the things we have always said to each other is get out of my head. So you will probably see us sync up this video, but please welcome Preston. Also known as
everybody. What's up, everybody? I am happy to be here with my sisters. Nikki, I'm happy to be on your show. I can't wait for the mess.
Yes, thank you, Preston. Aside from all of us, we have a celebrity on today's show. I had to have him here. He is somebody who we knew would take over the world. He just decided to start with TikTok. So please welcome my bestie, the hilarious and talented Drew. Drew, what's up? What's up, King of TikTok?
What's up, man? I'm dying. That intro, I can't.
I've shared his videos. You've shared his videos with me, and I've been like, "Oh, that's my bestie." You're not showing me nothing that I don't already know. But Drew is really popular on TikTok. He does these amazing videos with my niece, his daughter Hudson, and they're just uber popular. And I'm just glad that he could be here. Thank you, Drew.
Come on, I had to clear the schedule. You know.
Drew. Next up on the list, not only is she a celebrity, she's also uber talented and really busy. So I'm glad she made time in her schedule to speak with us today. The beautiful and ridiculously talented Risa, The Rockette.
Yes.
Teresa. I'm so happy that I'm besties with the Rockette. Hey!
Hey, friends. How are y'all? I can't wait to keep with y'all. I've been waiting for this. Let's get it.
All right. So, yeah, hopefully that'll make everybody bigger. Great. So, family, as y'all come on, Alicia said, don't do Drew like that. You see what I'm saying? I ain't going to be able to say nothing about him because y'all going to protect the hell out of him. Listen, this ain't TikTok. We on YouTube. Anyway, the first thing that we're going to get into today is we're going to talk about, like I said before, Kelly Clarkson. So in this chat, we're just going to go through the hot topics. Family, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about one hot topic. Everybody's going to go around and give their opinion. And then I'm going to hop into comments with you guys for about 5 or 10 minutes to get your take on it as well. And then we will move on to the next topic. So as we know, Ellen has been in some hot water. There have been people, leaking some things about what was going on over there at Mother's show. I'm not going to say if it's true or not because she's powerful out here. But Ellen's show is coming to an end, I believe, next year. And the person who will take over her time slot is Kelly Clarkson. And that time slot is like a really coveted time slot. It was a huge deal when Ellen took over that time slot from Oprah. So now Kelly Clarkson is doing it. So it's being made out to be she's going to be the next Oprah, the next Ellen. So that's why it is such a huge deal. So let me read you a bit of the article from The Hollywood Reporter that says Kelly Clarkson is to take over the Ellen DeGeneres daytime time slot, which is a very powerful time slot. So NBC has locked in plans to fill the void created by the upcoming conclusion of the Ellen DeGeneres talk show. The Kelly Clarkson show has been tapped to take over the slot currently occupied by Ellen when the latter show comes to an end next year. Clarkson's show, which is owned and produced by NBC, will take over the slot in fall 2020 on the NBC-owned station. NBC has carried Ellen in major markets across the nation. Clarkson's show currently airs across the country on, you're getting money, Kelly, on 200 stations and will be billed as daytime's headliner in the leading time slots next year after Ellen DeGeneres wraps up her show, her longtime run of her show. Kelly Clarkson don't need the money, but Kelly Clarkson is about to be paid. My God, today to be Kelly Clarkson. So what is your take, Katie? I'll get to you. What is your take on this, Katie?
Well, my Oprah is my everything.
Yes.
You know that. Talk shows are my thing. I have loved watching Ellen for the past how many years? Right? How many years has it been? 10 almost? More than that?
I think Ellen's been on for about 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm really sad to see her go. It's going to be interesting to see Kelly take her spot. I hope she can handle it. Yeah. I think it's a big slot to fill. And I think Ellen did a fabulous job. If she can't fill it with comedy, maybe she can sing her little ass off. I don't know. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And if she can't do it, Nikki and I can do it. So it's fine.
Listen, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
I'll say it, man.
Okay, Katie. I detested a little bit of shade, but we're going to move on to Zaraya for the shade. Okay. Zaraya, get on in here and let us know what's going on.
Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Don't do it. Okay. First thought, this is kind of dramatic. Like, I've never seen her show. Granted, I work, 8 to 6 or whatever during the day. What time does her show come on? I believe it's somebody watching it.
It's a 3 p.m. time slot.
Yeah, it's the afternoon.
Now it's at 3. Okay.
Yeah. No, she's thinking that. Wait, hold on.
No, she's going into the 3 o'clock, which is what Ellen does, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what time her show comes on now. I honestly have not. This is gonna sound so lame. I haven't seen anything about it on the Instagram. So I'm like, what is going on Kelly Clarkson's show? It just sounds really dramatic. Of like, everything that you just read. I'm just like, we talking about Kelly Clarkson? I'm confused. But I'm also now realizing I'm totally, falling in line with what you said and sounding like a whole hater. I love Kelly Clarkson. This just seems dramatic.
Yeah.
That's all.
I agree. Risa, what's up? You're on mute.
I mean, I don't think she can compete with Ellen. I have not seen her show either, to be completely honest, but I can see her bringing like some Southern charm to it and like bringing that Southern hospitality and welcoming her guests and like having a good kiki that way, but not the same like party, good time like that Ellen brings. But I guess she's not supposed to fill Ellen's shoes. She's just filling her time slot. I don't know. I watched TMZ at 3:00. Okay. I'm gonna mute my one. All right.
Okay. Come on, Drew.
Okay. No. First off,
I know you was waiting.
I'm gonna give Kelly some credit. I like when she does her singing stuff on the show. Hands down, she kills that, and it brings like an energy like Ellen brings the dancing. She kind of brings the singing, so I like that artistic flair. But I'm just gonna say it. I don't know why we're not introducing a new talk show host that can take the time slot, our new Oprah, or how about a person of color maybe, or something that we could broaden our scope of that 3:00 coveted time slot. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Preston.
None of us did our homework. Nobody watched the show. All 6 of us. Nobody watched the show. Yeah. So nobody watched. Well, Katie watched the show. Thank you for watching the show, Katie, because I didn't watch it. But I still don't see Kelly Clarkson filling that spot. I just don't. I thought it was supposed to be Tiffany Haddish at one point, but honestly, I didn't watch Tiffany Haddish either. So I can't really say that she would have been better.
She had a TV show?
Tiffany Haddish, no, she didn't have a TV show, but she was hosting for Ellen while that whole thing was going on for a minute.
She was fabulous.
Who are you talking about, Tiffany Haddish or?
Yep.
Okay. So I haven't watched Kelly Clarkson, but from what I know from Kelly Clarkson, I love her songs, but she's not. I don't want to watch it, but maybe she might surprise us. I'm hoping that she will, because apparently somebody's watching it for them to pick her for that spot. But I just don't know. I'll watch it. I'll see how it's gonna go, but I did like Ellen's show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can get into Kelly Clarkson the same way. But she may prove me wrong.
Well, listen, this is the thing, right? I think it's because NBC just didn't have anybody ready to introduce at that time. They did not think that Ellen's show was going to have all this controversy and have to end. Because I believe that Ellen's show would have continued on had she not had this controversy and had it not continued to build. And then with everything that happened socially during the pandemic, they just could not go on with her show with all of the things that has been out. I think the only person they could think of at that time who could take that slot had to be Kelly Clarkson, because she's there. No shade, Kelly. I just think that there was just no way to like train and raise somebody up by fall 2022.
What about Drew Barrymore? Did anybody watch that? I'm just joking.
I'm gonna move on.
Why did they have to announce so early? They could have waited. I think they could have.
That's what I was gonna say too. It sounds very like dramatic.
Listen, Drew Barrymore's show it's a fun watch if you're intoxicated, but it's a good watch. I just think that I don't know what the theme is yet. I don't know what's going on over there, but she's fun and I like her. But getting back to this, I just think that they just did not have anybody ready in that amount of time. NBC is going through a lot of changes. You know, they're not going to have any comedies playing this spring or summer. It's this summer. They're not bringing any comedies until the fall. I think they're trying to focus more on their streaming service. So I think for now with their network TV, with Peacock TV, I think now with just NBC, the network shows, I think they're just trying to hold that audience until they can, start competing with HBO Max and Netflix. I think that's what's happening. So there's just like, Kelly's here. The people like Kelly. I don't care if nobody's watching Kelly right now. If nobody likes Kelly, I'm telling you, they're going to promote the hell out of her. We're going to be looking back at this a year later and be like, oh my goodness, that Kelly Clarkson, I love that show. Let me DVR that show. They are going to promote the mess out of that show. And I guarantee you, she's going to be the next Ellen. She's going to be, I'm telling you, promotion is everything. Promotion is everything. And I really think they're going to put the money behind her to make her that next Ellen. I think it's going to happen. What do you think, Star Family? Let's get into the comments. Mock reviews. Yes, she has a show. She has a show. She does. Listen, I don't know what channel it's on. I'll be honest with you. I watch a lot of clips of her show from Twitter. There are a lot of, there are some people who just post some of the wackiest moments from her show, but yes, she has a show. Mock review.
I'm sorry, how old is Drew Barrymore? Because it's like a child has a show. Like when I see the things that she does on the show, it's like, oh my god. All right, I'm done.
Preston, I thought this was going to be Zaraya. Who knew? You came on this show like a Tomb Raider. I thought you were supposed to be the sweet one. And I had no idea. Oh, wait. Trey said
46.
Oh, 46?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Trey said, give it to Nick Cannon. He did a good job filling in for Wendy, and he has more mouths to feed now.
They might be right.
Oh my gosh. Angela said, hey, Angela. Angela said, we should have an Oprah-type talk show host with world issues, problems of today. I think in NBC or any other network, I think they're going to work and try to find that. But for right now, they're going to go with Kelly.
Okay.
But I do think that's what they're going, that's their thing. Daytime TV pays because there are a lot of people who are at home who watch those shows. That is a good core audience. They're always going to feed that audience. But because everything has happened so quickly with the pandemic and all of the cultural issues that are being put to the forefront, they needed to make a switch fast. And I think, listen, Kelly was at the right place at the right time, and she is going to be very wealthy. Ciao. No, you know what, Stella? Guys, does Drew know that what the theme is of her show? Yes, she does. Drew's just very wacky. Al G, hey sis, said they should have done what they did with Jeopardy, auditioning new hosts. They've been doing that for half a year. Yeah, I agree with you. I just think that I really think it's timing. And what they have right now. Cameron Knight said, I watched The Price is Right, Wendy Williams and Steve Wilkos. I go about my day. Listen, Steve Wilkos is getting paid.
Wait a minute. Steve Wilkos still comes on?
Yes.
I need to watch that. Because that's like the new Jerry Springer.
But since we brought up Steve Wilkos, let's be real clear here. He was a Kelly Clarkson. Jerry Springer,
all right.
It was time for him to move on. Steve Wilkos was right there. So they built it, they invested into Steve Wilkos, and here we go. 92 years later, he's still on TV. Because I feel like...
Does anyone...
How?
Go ahead, Drew.
Does anyone want to bring up Wayne Brady? Because he still does his Deal or No Deal or whatever the hell he does at 11 a.m. every day.
Yep.
So...
Drew.
Actually, but no, Drew's got a point. Like that's the safest person to bring in.
Right.
I would rather watch a Wayne Brady.
I'd rather watch it. Yes, I agree with you, Zaraya.
He has it all.
Really?
But he had his own show. What happened? He had his own show. He had a shot. They're not going to give him another shot.
But
he did. He had his own talk show.
Yeah.
Let's Make a Deal's popular. I mean, my mom watches that.
But he had his own.
He had his own talk show.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
years ago.
I don't remember.
Like right after, like Rosie O'Donnell. He followed like Rosie O'Donnell's talk show.
Oh, really?
Wait a minute. We watched Rosie O'Donnell as children. How old is Wayne Brady? Hold on.
He is 50. I only looked it up because I was watching Black Lightning.
You didn't have to explain, Preston. You did not have to explain to us when you were Googling Wayne Brady's age. You put that in there real quick. I
decade.
You didn't have to let us know.
The show was 2001. Wayne Brady's talk show was 2001.
The Wayne Brady show.
They can try again.
Okay,
They can give it another go now.
Yeah.
I remember this
Queen
show.
Latifah gave it another go. They can give him another go.
Oh God!
Sure.
Right?
Yeah,
They learned their lesson with Queen Latifah. See what happened?
Okay.
Wait, no. Queen Latifah only had one talk show. She had another one.
She had two.
No.
I was on the first one.
What?
You do?
When we were in
Preston, you're
college-
lying.
when we
Wait,
were in college, look it up. When we were in college, I went to her show.
I wasn't in college with you at the same time.
Oh, Nikki, all right, never mind.
I don't remember that. I was your roommate. I don't remember that.
Wait a minute. I think Preston is lying though.
Preston
Keep it lying until y'all Google it.
He's right.
She had two talk shows.
Mm-hmm. It looks like she did.
Right around the time Wayne Brady.
Yeah,
had
2001.
2001.
And they learned their lesson.
And then they did it again 2013 to 2015.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
What else do you need to know?
Okay, Katie, you're going to be our resident Googler because you got that
Fact
fast.
fact checking over there. But Wayne Brady, he also had that like whose line is it anyway or whatever thing. Like he's had a lot of chances to host, and I just don't see them giving him that opportunity to take that time slot.
I think they would. But I think he's already. This is the thing with daytime TV. If the show is doing well, they will lock you into a contract for years. You'll be signing away like 20 years if the show was like popping, right? So I think that they probably would have given him a shot, but he was locked in a deal or no deal. That's what I think. But because like people like Wayne, people middle America moms like Wayne Brady.
I enjoy Wayne Brady.
I love Wayne Brady. And neither of
You
us
like
are
Wayne
middle
Brady?
America moms.
I like his talk show. When he has talk show, I really enjoyed it. I watched it.
I don't remember that talk show.
Yeah.
I can't say I
I
remember
totally
that.
remember it.
I don't.
I'm
Really,
gonna be honest with you. I don't remember any talk show outside of Oprah. Like at that time, Oprah and Rosie O'Donnell. Those are the only talk shows I can like think of. What?
You don't remember any other talk show?
I don't. I remember the Oprah Winfrey talk show, and I
Jerry
remember
Springer,
Ricky Lake.
Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake.
Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones.
Jones.
Nikki, you remember Jenny Jones. We did a skit about it in high school.
First of all, that was before my time.
Oh, here we go.
What's up in the private chat? Because
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Sally
Yes.
Jesse
Go.
Raphael. Them red glasses.
Nikki's trying to not show her age.
Girl,
oh, you know what? Okay, I'll play with you guys. I'll play with the elderly people here. Phil Donahue.
I was gonna say Geraldo.
My uncle.
Who is this one? Oh no, that's Arsenio.
That's
Arsenio.
Arsenio. That's nighttime. That's nighttime.
You know what? Real talk. I'm gonna be truthful with you. I had a really hard time distinguishing. I'll be honest. I had a really hard time telling Sally Jesse Raphael and Phil Donahue apart. I thought they were the same person at one point.
Okay.
Look, guys, go back. Sally Jesse Raphael and Phil Donahue, same damn person.
She wore red lipstick and red glasses. Like what?
And she wore them
She was a
big
woman.
box suit jackets like Phil Donahue.
Phil Donahue paved the way for Oprah, if you really want to get technical about it.
How so? Wait,
Because he was
Go
this
ahead.
might need to be another. No, he was on right before her. And then she started her show and he was doing kind of the same thing she was. They talk about it a lot together, that she really looked to him to like say, how do I do the show? How do I keep it interesting? They kind of had the same format and he was first. And then she took that format.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. And I think you're doing this, and don't worry, don't be ashamed. I've done it before too. I think you're confusing white people. Yeah, you're confusing Phil Donahue with Ebert, right? Who was the one with the hips? She used to date Ebert.
From Siskel and Ebert.
What is going on?
He was the one who told her to do the show. He was the one who wrote up her contract for her and told her what she needed to do and what she needed to ask for. And she said, I will always love him for that because he is the reason why I got this TV show. You are confusing the whites.
No, he might have gotten it. But Phil didn't help her. He just looked at the way that the show was going and how it was, how they did the programming. So he helped with the interview process.
I would give you that. But you confused your
No, he did not have anything about Oprah getting the show, but they looked to the Phil Donahue show to help with the way Oprah was going to do it. I'll send you an article. I'll Google it. I'll send you an
Google it because you're talking about Ebert. You were talking about Ebert.
Nikki is totally right about Ebert.
No, yes, I know that. I'm just saying about the way that. Never mind.
Yes, and another bit of tea. He wanted to marry her, and she was like, I'm a businesswoman. I can't right now. I'm not ready. And he moved on to another sister because he likes black women. Or may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Drew, you are still on camera, Drew.
Sorry. He died.
Drew, he died like 20 years ago. Like,
Drew, he was 100 when we were in high school.
Right.
Really?
Drew, he's been gone for a very long time.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Oh God. Oh wait, Order Step said Katie is right, Nikki.
Thank you.
Y'all, wait a minute. Order Steps, you're saying she's right. She's still Googling.
I have it right here. So Phil Donahue was the start of the Smart Talk show in the afternoon. And they say it right in this article. I'll send it to everyone. That if there was no Phil Donahue, there would be no Oprah Winfrey show. He was the first to acknowledge women in interest and doing different interviews. It's really an interesting article. I'll send it to you right now. And it's on Oprah.com.
Oh, okay.
Oprah did the interview.
Well, okay. You're right. Because I was going to say,
get a source verification.
Tumblr,
yeah.
No.
It's from Oprah. I told you she's my everything.
They look alike. I don't care what y'all say.
They don't. She wears lipstick every day. How?
They look alike. You know what? Y'all not gonna do this to me. Y'all not gonna say I'm crazy. Sally Jesse Raphael. Oh, is she still with us? Is Sally Jesse Raphael still with us?
Pretty sure. Go Katie.
I got it. I'm on it.
Nikki.
Huh?
Just wanted to let you know that comment is from Antoine.
Hey, Antoine.
Yes, she is 86 years old, Sally Jesse Raphael.
Oh, congratulations to her.
And she is from Pennsylvania.
Congratulations to her. Let me show y'all this because y'all think I'm playing. Sally Jesse.
Red lipstick and red glasses.
You know what? You know what? In that picture, Nikki.
You might be right.
No, Nikki, show us Phil Donahue now.
Yeah. Come on.
My mom agrees.
But the hips, though, that's why in the boxy suits, what's going on in your life? It's not right.
Same damn person.
You know what?
Same damn person. Y'all better stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. This is Sally Jesse Raphael.
Sure is. Sure is.
No, it's not.
I agree.
No.
I know what I'm talking about. Y'all just trying to be PC, but that is true. They look just alike. They
Nikki,
dress alike.
Now you confusing white people. Look at you. Now look at you.
That part, Teresa.
Guys,
Thank you,
both
Teresa.
they had the same haircut, wore the same glasses, wore the same turtleneck, wore that same boxy suit jacket.
I mean, they might be the same stylist.
Dressing like Steve Harvey for like 10 years.
Let's go with same stylist. They're not the same
stylist. But you confusing white people.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm not. Y'all trying to protect Katie, but that's okay. That's okay. Whatever, Trey. Whatever. They look alike. Anyway. Anyway, let's move on. See? Cameron. Thank you, Cameron. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Thank you, Cameron. Let's move on. Let's move on to Naomi Osaka. So Naomi recently said that she is no longer giving interviews to the press, and here is why. I got too many things open. Anyway, Naomi Osaka says she won't talk to the media at the French Open, citing mental health. This is also still Mental Health Awareness Month, so this is very great that Naomi spoke up and said this. One of the world's biggest tennis stars, Japan's Naomi Osaka, she played for Japan? I thought she played. Anyway, said Wednesday she will not speak with the media during this year's French Open because of the toll news conferences takes on a player's emotional well-being. I've often felt that people have no regard for athletes' mental health, and this rings true whenever I see a press conference or partake in one. We're often sat there and ask questions that we've asked that we've been asked multiple times before, or ask question that brings doubt into our minds. And I'm just not going to subject myself to people that doubt me. I agree. I agree. We're from Philly. We saw how the media used to do AI all the time. We know that a lot of these journalists are not journalists. They're just trying to get a reaction out of people. And when you are in the thick of your job, what Naomi is doing, it does take a toll on your mental health. Like, we've seen it all the time where they're asking controversial questions, asking, Black athletes about race and, people being Black people being slaughtered in the street. And it's just like, he got to go back to work. Why are you putting this person in its state of mind? We've all seen it. I agree with Naomi. I'm glad that she spoke out, and I'm glad that she's taking a stand, and I hope that other athletes follow. What do you think, Katie?
Yeah, I agree. I think this is great that she's actually taking a stand. I hope that it can go into other sports as well. I think that even there was something about basketball today about fans and the stands just horrible to the basketball players, and they might not even let them sit in the first rows because they're just getting distracted. And I think especially with mental health, and she's 23 years old. She has a lot on her plate, and I think it's great that she's taking a stand for herself. Self-care. She's taking care of herself, and I think a lot of people should do that.
Absolutely agree.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
So love Naomi. Love her. And yes, Nikki, she's Japanese, but she is also, I believe, Jamaican. I hope I didn't.
No. It says Japan. So
she's playing for Japan. Her mother is Japanese. Yeah, but
that's what I didn't know. I thought she was playing for America.
Yeah, no. So she's Black, Black girl doing big things out there in tennis, kicking ass. But I love that she did this. I so love that she did this. Piggybacking on what Katie said, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And what you said, Nikki, how this is happening to athletes all over, especially in the thick of it, right? She's talking about the French Open. That's a huge, it's the championship. Jesus. It's a major. I'm thinking about the wrong sports here. It's a major title, right? And she's building herself up, and exactly what she said, all they're going to do in those press conferences, especially because she is a Black woman, is tear her down or place doubt in her mind, trying to get a reaction. And Nikki, again, grabbing for what you said, in where we are today in 2021, given everything that went on in 2020 and has been going on for all of our lives, but everybody is now aware of, right? That's going to be at the forefront of her questions because she is Black. And it's we got to think about that shit all the time anyway. Mm-hmm. I have now shifted my brain to focus on work, which is something that I've been doing with my work as well, where it's I need to make sure to I got to put that divider up. I have to, for my sanity, right? I'm all for it. And as she did say in either that article or another, I'm not sure where you pulled that from, but I did see that she also said, whatever I'm fined, I got it, I'll pay it. and I hope that it goes to a charity. I think she said for maybe mental health awareness, because it's like she knows that she'll be fine for it. And when she posted it on her Instagram, she included a clip of that horrible white man, I do have to say that, who was really going in on a 15-year-old, I think she was 15, Venus. Like, well, are you sure you're that good? Well, why do you think you're so good? Are you sure you're that good? She's a fifth. And, her dad stepped in and, crushed that. And then the second clip that she shared with that was Marshawn Lynch. If anybody knows about Beast Mode, he don't do interviews. What does he do when he was getting fined for not wanting to do the post-game interviews. And he shows up and says, look, I'm just here so I won't get fined. That is his answer to every question. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Like, y'all are going to y'all want to force me to stand up here and be subjected to this insane ridicule after I just won or lost. I need to chill and decompress and get myself ready for this next step. So I'm glad that she did it. I love her.
Absolutely.
Huge stan.
Because you brought up her Instagram, I went to it. I want to finish her whole, because I took just the first part of her statement. So I'll reread her statement. And this is directly from Naomi's Instagram. She said, hey, everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm writing this to say I'm not going to do any press during Roland Garros. I've often felt that people have no regard for athletes' mental health. And this rings true whenever I see press conferences and partake in one. We're often sat there and ask questions that we've been asked multiple times before, or ask questions that bring doubt in our minds. And I'm just not going to subject myself to people that doubt me. I've watched many clips of athletes breaking down after a loss in the press room, and I know you have as well. I believe that whole situation is kicking a person while they're down, and I don't understand the reasoning behind it. Me not doing press is nothing personal to the tournament, and a couple of journalists have interviewed me since I was young, so I have a friendly relationship with most of them. However, if the organizations think that they can just keep saying, do press or you're going to be fined, and continue to ignore the mental health of the athletes that are the centerpiece of their corporation, then I just gotta laugh. Anyways, I hope the considerable amount that I get fined for this will go towards a mental health charity. XO. And then she, like Zaraya said, she brought up the Venus and Serena. Which one is this?
It was just Venus. It was Venus.
The Venus interview where the guy is asking her.
You seem too easy. Why? Because I believe it.
That's our dad.
So what are you asking her why for?
Started. Well, then let me start. Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined. So y'all can see here.
Every single thing they asked him, that was his answer. And Sasha corrected me, Haitian. Thank you very much.
Yes, Japanese Haitian, and she was born in Japan, and she plays for
Japan. Yes.
Thank you, family. Teresa, what do you think?
I mean, like, I think we can all sympathize because, athletes are artists. Like, we're artists and we get it. And, trying to, like, focus yourself for any kind of performance takes a lot of mental stamina. And for them to come and kind of, sideswipe what you're trying to focus on is really hard to navigate. But I also think if they want these athletes to do interviews, then there needs to be needs to be screened. Like, their questions need to be screened. The athletes need to have talking points so that they have, specific answers lined up for each question, and it not be anything. They're not allowed to ask them questions that are like off the books or, whatever, not approved questions. Like, just let's stick to the game. Let's stick to the game, and that's it. All the other stuff you can pay me later for another interview for, but not right now when I'm in like mode where I need to get ready for my performance. Like, that's just not the time or the place. And I did read somewhere where it said that the fine is like $20,000 per missed interview.
And she's like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
And she's just like, well, that $140,000, I hope y'all gonna donate to something nice, to, mental health awareness things. But yeah, I'm proud of her for taking this stand. I think with everything going on in the world right now, mental health is coming to the forefront of a lot of things. And thank God, it's about time. But yeah, that's definitely not the time and the place for a lot of reporters to ask the questions that they do. And I think that the organization needs to take control of it. And then I think her PR people need to take control of that stuff too. Yeah.
Absolutely agree. One thing I wanted to add to what you and Zaria said, the reason why I believe, I think it's all very obvious to us who are watching it. The reason why they force the athletes to have these interviews right after they play or right after something really traumatic maybe on the field has happened and they want to talk to them about it. The reason why they do that is not because they can't get the information later. They want to do it because they want to see the raw emotion and they want to pick and poke and pride and get a reaction out of them while they're in the state of what has just happened to them. And the reason why they do that is because it helps their relationship with the media, because the media doesn't want to show up and cover something if it's not going to be juicy. So everybody calls gossip blogs or whatever, it's not real journalism, it's not real media, but we also have to look and see what real media, how grimy they actually are, because they can definitely ask these athletes personal questions or questions about what just happened on the field later in the day when they've calmed down, when they've taken their time. No, they scoop them right off the field or right off the court and they put them there to have that conversation, because then we get those reactions. Then we see athletes crying. Then we see athletes walking off. Then we see athletes and journalists getting into it. It has nothing to do with actually getting the information that they want. It's all about getting a reaction. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. Drew, what are your thoughts?
So I actually, I agree a lot with what everyone said, but I was going to just piggyback off of what Tree said, because I see it a lot on social media, like TikTok in particular, where someone's giving like when you're giving your all, athletes, performers, dancers, like Teresa knows, like, in her business, like you're so vulnerable and you're giving all of yourself and you're putting it out there for the world to see. And you're bound to get the negative. But the negative piles up. When it's in a comment, like a social media comment, you can choose to ignore that. But in a press conference, it's face to face. You can't hide from it. So it's almost like you're looking at your comment feed, but live in person. Like the person who says they don't like you is telling you they don't like you. And you're like, hold, I just gave my whole life to you and you're just going to tear me down like that. So I 100% agree with her, because that to me, that's what it feels like. It's you just gave everything you got and you just hope people, whatever they feel about it, they take it in however they do. It's like you either keep scrolling or you like it. It's the same thing. But when you're in a press conference, you're getting the whole mixed bag right there in front of you. And that that's a bad place to be in mentally.
Absolutely agree. Press, your thoughts.
Yeah, really quick. Everybody pretty much covered it, but I feel like it's a job. You're doing your job right there, and you're about to go into your job, and someone asks you a question off kilter, and you're like, "Well, no, I need to protect my mental health. You can't just ask me this question." I'll give the only example I can think of right now is when everything was going on with like George Floyd and everything last year, and people are asking me questions because I'm one of the Black people who work at my job, and they want to know if I'm okay and what do you think about this and do you think this should happen to? Okay, this is not something that I want to discuss with people at my job. I might want to discuss this with my group chat, my people that are here, but I don't want to discuss this with people at my job because I don't know the right thing to say. I don't know if I say something that's going to offend you, and then that's going to affect what I'm doing, and it's also going to affect my job as well and what you think about me. So yeah, I don't think that I don't think it should happen at that time. I don't think that they should even be allowed to interfere before that person is going into their job or even after. Like
I was gonna say, Preston, it's both before and after. It's
right,
definitely the after, because that's when they're scrutinizing your game.
And I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all, before and after. I mean, you need that mental break before, and you definitely need that mental break after.
Yep. Yeah. I just want to highlight this comment. Hey, Mom, but you're speaking facts, Mama. Exploitation news sells. Because, like, guys, when you actually hear about what's going on, or like if you hear anything about anything within the sports world that doesn't make it off of like a particular sports news channel or news site or whatever, if you hear it in like mainstream, where like it's for where everybody's going to read it, it's normally about an athlete having some kind of reaction, and it's normally negative. It's normally like, oh, Serena Williams broke her tennis racket on the court, or the Russian chick. What's that big Russian chick? What's her name?
Martina
Hingis?
Anna Kournikova.
They're talking about Anna Sharapova.
Wait, is that a model? No, that's the one that's married to the singer
Enrique Iglesias.
Yes, she's married to him. No, I'm talking about the one that always has something negative to say about Serena Williams whenever she would like battle her.
Martina, right? Oh no,
that's a gymnast.
Arnold, who is it? Maria Sharapova. Thank you, Arnold.
That's that. You would always hear about Serena Williams when it's something with Sharapova. Said
she was always beating her. Maria Sharapova had a fierce rivalry.
But we would never. But that's the thing. Like I'm talking about it mainstream. We wouldn't hear that, right? We wouldn't hear about how Serena has beat her again. We would hear that Martina said this about Serena. Then another news site would have to get Serena's reaction. So we're hearing all the stuff about the drama. We're not hearing nothing about the game. Nothing about Serena Williams being the greatest athlete of all time. We're hearing about what Maria, who can't even play tennis, got to say about Serena. Exploitation news sells. You better preach, mama. Thank you, Arnold. Thank you, guys. I don't. You probably remember, but I just want to let you know this is Arnold, who did the red carpet review with me of the Oscars, and Arnold will be back. So, China Doll. Who is Cameron? Who is China Doll? Are you thinking about ice skating or rap? Hey, Tracy. Tracy said if it was extra, why would she be fined? Press is a part of her job, and she is choosing not to do it and take the fine. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I believe that it is. I think that every sports or league or whatever that is filming, that has their sport filmed, you can tell I'm not into no sports. I don't even know how to speak concerning this.
Broadcasted on television.
Every sports or league or whatever has a deal with network TV. So I think that's a part of the deal where it's just like, we'll film this, but we also need to be able to have, first dibs on your athletes when they get off the court. That has to be a part of it. But again, I don't really know. I don't really know. Thank you, Arnold.
Thank you, Arnold, because there's some of the names that I was pulling at were not good.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Cameron. I forgot. Oh, y'all remember China?
I forgot her whole wrestling name was China Doll. I just thought she was China.
Well, she got so big, we just called her China.
Wow.
She got so big. Miss Brown Sugar said, in the grand scheme, athletes are the workers in a much bigger machine. Very true. And however much they're earning, corporations are capitalizing exponentially more. I'm pro-labor shifting the balance of power. Amen. I agree. Sasha says, I would say the more the view of a casual sport, I would say that's more of a view of a casual sports watcher. Those sports journalists are really about the sport, not that much about the gossip. Athletes use press too, so she can have it both ways. All right.
That's true.
All right. All right, family, let's move on to... We're going to move on to, is it the end of award shows? As we know, the pandemic has shifted a lot and changed a lot of what we have, just changed a lot in life in general, but specifically talking about award shows, that has really changed how the networks, the big networks, the big threes, how they do their award shows. A lot of award shows had to be early on in the year, had to be Skyped in or Zoomed in or FaceTimed in. A lot of people could not show up because of COVID protocols. Now that we're getting back to it, it appears as if the audience is just not here for it. Specifically speaking about the Oscars, who only had 9 million views. That has never been the case for the Oscars. The Oscars are used to having close to 30 million views every year that they do a show. This year was 9 million. iHeartRadio, and the Billboard Awards, literally nobody tuned in and literally nobody knew that it was happening. Majority of people watched it on Twitter during their live feed, but a lot of people did not even know that these shows were on. So I wanted to bring this to you guys on the panel and you guys in the chat. Do you think it's the end of award shows, or do you think it's just something that we just have to get over and that will be back to normal maybe in 2022? Or do you think that it's the end of award shows? Katie, what do you think?
I truly hope not. I love award shows. I love the Oscars. I've been having a party for the Oscars since I'm 10 years old. It's my day. I say it's my favorite day, of the year. So I really hope that we're going to go back to that tradition. This year's Oscars, I cried because it was that frustrating. It was like we were watching people have brunch at the Polo Lounge. It was very odd and weird. And even the Billboard Music Awards, I tuned in, probably for 5 minutes, and then it just didn't keep my interest. So maybe it just needs to be like a resurgence or something different. Like, we need new producers. We need to do it in a different way. The Oscars had no songs this year. I mean, how sad was that? I mean, it's just very strange. So I think we just got to stir the pot a little bit with the award shows and get people back into wanting to be a part of it. But maybe, I don't know, it won't happen. I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting thought, because that's television and that's money, that's prime airtime. So if they're not getting the ratings, then they can't be on TV. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. Zaraya?
I think, okay, first, let me take a step back from award shows. I think that how these awards are awarded needs to be, we need to look at that across the board, how these decisions are being made. And then we can talk about award shows coming back. I think that they need to really look at that, because over the years, have continued to lose interest in these award shows because it was very evident of it was just a popularity contest, and popularity amongst the decision makers, not even popularity amongst the people. It was very presidential election, electoral college versus the popular vote. That's what it feels like for all of them. And of course, this year's Oscars I didn't watch, but I was heartbroken, So, I just, whatever. I think that if they do go back to it, though, after looking at the boards and who make the decisions and making sure that they are diverse and can't be bought and are diverse, then, and by diverse, I do not just mean a bunch of white women, nor do I mean random brown men. I mean diverse across the board. Anywhoosie. They also need to look at the formatting, because when we were last year, when they tried to sneak, some of the award shows in, and everybody like Chloe and Halle wore that damn tennis court out, okay, for all of the award shows. And those virtual ones were dope. The one, I can't remember which one it was. And of course they were on the tennis court, but the one that had Megan Thee Stallion, and they had the scaffolding situation, and everybody was able to get super creative. And I can't remember which one of y'all said it earlier, but I think Reese, you said it. We're a bunch of creatives. So I like that shit. That was dope to me. Mm-hmm. And you can't really do that if everybody's at, Radio City or MSG or wherever they do award shows here. I don't know, Carnegie Hall. I don't know. So you can't do that if you're there. People can get creative. If they try to do a mashup next year or the next few years, then okay. Just figuring out a different mix of not just how the show could go, but then also the promotion. Because like you just said, there are so many award shows that have happened. And I had no idea until I'm looking at Instagram, wait, what red carpet they talking about? That's happening now? So, yeah. Oh, also, one last thing. Award shows were also something that was a big event. Like Katie just said, people have parties and stuff like that. And, or for us, when we were in high school, whenever that was, Nikki, when we would watch the the Video Music Awards and stuff, it was an event, right? And that was super exciting. Now everybody's lives are so different that we're not on those schedules anymore of getting up in the morning, going to work or school, like 7 to, then you come home at 5 and you have dinner, and now bam, 7 o'clock, it's time to watch this award show. Everybody's schedules are so different that I don't know how they're going to be able to catch large audiences. I mean, without the proper promotion. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got.
Great points. Teresa?
All right, so I really feel like if they promoted this stuff like they used to, like you would always see commercials, it would just look like this big, huge concert, like so much fun. You're like, yes, I can't wait. Like their performance is going to be amazing. Like I can't wait to see them perform like this new song that they have out, like whatever. We got no commercials like at all. Like I literally had no idea that award shows were happening. But Zaraya, I do have to disagree with you about people being able to get creative and do what they wanted to do virtually, because I feel like that's the challenge. I used to love watching the award shows to see them transform the stage. What can they do with that same stage and make it different from the next artist coming on?
That does force them to be more creative.
Yeah, that's why I like to watch it. I never watched for like the fashion and the dialogue in between, and not really who won the awards, because I don't care. I like what I like and whatever. But it was, for me, it was the performances, and I miss that live performance on stage. Like you would see some stuff going down, you know, as a live performance. I miss that, and you being able to videotape it and going back and doing different takes to make it perfect. It's like watching a music video, which I haven't seen in a really long time. Do people still make music videos?
No.
So, you know what I mean? Like that, like you get to see them kind of make a music video, like live on the stage, and see who can transform the stage to whatever. But I think that if they had proper promotion, they could get people to stop in their tracks and watch, because Versus has been able to do it this whole pandemic.
Yes, they have.
That's the new award shows.
Like meet people where they are. It's what I do as a part of my professional life. Like you have to meet people where they are to target them where they are. Yeah. Literally no clue about the damn Billboard Awards.
No idea. They need to do what Versus is doing.
Yep. Drew, what's up?
All right. So I'm gonna be good, but here's what I'm gonna say. I agree with all three that just spoke 100%, and I'm with Teresa. I only watch for the live and music. I usually only watch the music award shows anyway. They're always my favorite, and that's the only show I watched was the Grammys. I didn't watch any other show. But we also need to step up our game in the actual like films that are being produced to be on an award show, and the music that is being produced that goes on an award show, because a lot of it's trash. And when you throw it all, it really is. I don't want to watch the Grammys. I don't even know who the artist is, because their music is garbage, and we're all supposed to sit there and watch them. No, like, you know, but remember when the VMAs, like Teresa said, they would tease them. We knew Britney was performing months before that show happened, and everyone was like, ooh, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, Diddy's got a new joint out. And now I don't know. They're all named Baby, and they all got different names, and I don't know who's who. And,
Drew, you sound like somebody's uncle. Stop.
I know.
Somebody's dad.
Grandpa. You're giving us grandpa.
Drew, but this is how. That's what we were when we were that, because we were into that kind of music. Our parents probably felt the same way you feel right now about the award show.
I like Meg, you know. I think Doja's doing her thing. Like, I'm good on some new folks doing their thing. But there's also a lot that I'm like, didn't I just hear this song from the artist that just performed before you? Like, did y'all just use the same track and then did different lyrics on top? And maybe I sound old, but I'll leave it up to your the Nikki followers to agree or not agree with me. I don't know.
Thank you, Drew.
You're welcome.
What's up, Press?
I think someone said it in the comments. I really wish I can go back, but they said that social media has definitely watered down all the award shows for us, because now if it's not on social media, we're not going to know about it, especially if it's coming on TV. Because we were in a group chat and I said, I didn't even know this was happening. I didn't know that the billboards were happening. I didn't know that there it is. I didn't know that that the Oscars were nothing. I knew nothing was happening this year, and I would just see it after it was going on. I don't think it's necessarily the end of it, but it's definitely like now that we're slowly coming out of the pandemic, as I'm going to say it that way, slowly coming out of the pandemic, I think that they can, like everyone else was saying, they can shift it in a different way to grow with where we are right now. I don't think it's the end of it, but it's definitely like not promoted. I think it's just done because it needs to be done right now. And, you know, they just leave it at that.
The Tonys are going to be live this year. They just announced it. An in-person award show. Maybe they'll do a little bit more.
I didn't hear about that.
They just announced it 2 days ago. But hopefully they'll do like commercials. And well, you never really heard about the Tonys on like real TV anyway. Like I feel like you had to be like in the know, like in the Broadway world in order to get into it.
I mean, all of us are in the know because we all know about the Tonys. But so I guess, yeah.
The Tonys are like the Spirit Awards. Like you gotta know to know about them. Like you gotta be in it to know about them. But I'm really this is the thing with me. Like I'm really concerned about it because, like Katie, I love award shows. I like to dress up. I like to have parties. You know, I like to, you know, watch all the films. I'm a part of SAG-AFTRA. So I get a lot of the films sent to me straight from the directors themselves.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
So, you know, I paid all this damn money to get in a SAG-AFTRA, and now y'all want to start canceling award shows. Oh, no, we're going to watch these shows. We're going to watch these shows. I done worked hard to get here, and now all of a sudden we don't want to do them no more? Nope. Because I think it was the iHeart Awards, they got the same views as the Real Housewives of Orange County. Ain't nobody watching that. I was so shocked. I was just like, are we not tuning in? Do we no longer care? And I believe, was it Makeup Addict who said it? I believe it was Makeup Addict who said it. But we are watching, I will be honest, I watched that clip of Doja Cat at the Billboard Awards over and over again. I just didn't watch the Billboard Awards because I did not know about it. I was watching it and I was like, oh, was this from last year? Oh, this happened already. Oh, it happened 2 days ago. There is no advertisement, nothing. There's nothing on TV. Like Drew said, networks used to buy commercials on every freaking network for their award show. You knew what was coming. What were you going to say, Zariah?
Just popped into my head. So over the last year also, we've all, with everybody's life changing, and by happenstance, the onslaught of streaming services, like all that kind of happened at the same time. Honestly, like a lot of these companies that had streaming services maybe planned down the timeline a little bit. They, zhuzhed them up because everybody else was doing it. But like, I remember working with Disney Plus like 2 years ago to get them to anyway, there aren't any commercials on there. And that's what we're all pivoting to, watching streaming services. We're not watching. I don't have network television anymore at all. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of people have done that. So we're not seeing it. So they have to meet us where we are.
Come on.
And, get on the Versus track.
You know what I just thought about when you were talking, Zariah? I feel like streaming services need to get into award shows.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's the way to get us to watch it. At least where everything is going. Because to be quite honest with you, aside from the ID channel and Oxygen, I don't watch any other channel. I really don't.
That is why I got rid of cable.
They could easily play it like they play all those other things when we're not welcome in it. Like they're playing this movie that, okay, I didn't want to play that movie. I wanted to play something else. They could easily play like a commercial for those type of things on our streaming networks.
Yeah, or like buy an advertisement like on the homepage of a streaming service or something. They really, I think that's probably what's going on, is that award shows, or at least the people who are running them and the execs of these networks that have award shows, I don't think they're evolving.
No, they still sending you DVDs for SAG-AFTRA movies and things to review.
I wrote in the group chat, Teresa, this was not supposed to make it to the channel. That was a private complaint and rant.
No, I got plenty of friends in SAG-AFTRA that's like, who wants these DVDs? Why they keep sending me DVDs?
They won't take my DVDs. Nobody. I tried to give them my SAG-AFTRA DVDs, and they were just like, "We don't have a DVD player."
Right? No. I don't even have a computer that has a drive in my house. Like what? No.
If those Billboard Awards were on Netflix, everyone would have seen them.
Yeah. Or HBO Max.
Or HBO Max.
And we need to bring back hosts of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need hosts.
Real ones.
Well, where are the comedians? We don't have any millennial comedians.
I was going to say actual hosts. I don't know.
Yes, actual hosts.
Actual hosts.
We don't have that anymore. Guys, what are you saying over there in the chat? Oh, yeah. We were just talking about that, Miss Brown Sugar. Miss Brown Sugar said there are things I watch on network TV or cable TV, but not always in real time.
Right.
Absolutely. When I get off of here, I'm a binge watch Snap Killer Couples on Oxygen, but I'm not watching Oxygen. I'm DVRing this. Oh, they got a new season of Snap Killer Couples, baby. But that's what I do. Like I DVR stuff or I watch streaming services. I'm not like, I don't even watch when was the last time I watched the news? Oh, maybe
I stayed away from that even when I had network television.
Yeah. So I just don't watch network TV for anything. I DVR everything. I cannot think of one show that I watch on network TV that I don't do.
Yeah, let me tell you how wild I am with it. I needed to watch Queen Latifah as Shaft in The Equalizer. So I got CBS. I got CBS All Access before, and now I have Paramount Plus. I was like, I need to be watching this Queen Latifah show, and it's amazing if anybody hasn't. I love The Equalizer. Anyway,
I'm old. I need my network TV. I need
3, 6, and 10. Mm-hmm. You need 3, 6, and 10.
I do. I need Kelly and Ryan or whoever's hosting with her now, and I need the Today Show.
Mm-hmm. I need it. Only for the morning time though. At nighttime, I watch TLC and Bravo. But only for the morning do I need my network. But yeah, I need it.
Cameron, you better come into 2021. You better come into 2021. How are there still episodes of Dog the Bounty Hunter on?
We canceled him ago. What you doing, Cam?
You watching reruns?
Wait. We canceled Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yes.
No, his son was. Oh wait, I thought it was his son. It was him.
His wife. It was his wife.
Yes. Oh no, his wife passed away. It was a dog.
His wife passed away. It wasn't him.
It was him. His
okay.
son recorded him calling his black wife the N-word because he was mad at him. He was saying that he was spending more time with his N-word wife than he was spending with the family.
Yeah, Cam canceled that. We canceled that, Cam.
And then in his apology, he said he was in prison with black men. So he was one of the brothers all the time. He was just like, it's in my vocabulary.
Absolutely not. No.
Oh Lord.
And that's you didn't mean it as like your friend. You didn't mean it like that.
Watching Kelly and Ryan.
Mom, what are you doing?
Melanie,
What are you doing? Miss Melanie.
Every time.
Get out of here, Mom.
Miss Melanie.
Mom, come back to the comments, Mom. Come back to the comments.
Back to the comments. Get out of here. Sorry, Mama Star. Yeah, Katie. She hasn't been watching that for a while because of you. So, fix that with her, please. Fix that with her. Oh God. Okay, family. We're going to move on to our next subject, and that is the Friends reunion. Recently, HBO Max, they bought Friends. They bought the rights to it and everything. And with buying the rights, they also were able to get the cast together, the old cast together and fans together to put on a Friends reunion. Word on the street is that each person from the Friends cast was paid $4 million to do it. That is why they did it, because a lot of them were over that show and have moved on and been very successful. So word on the street is they received $4 million per person. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm just saying it's a word on the street. If you did watch it, what did you think of the reunion?
Wait a minute. Can we go out of order for a moment?
Sure.
Yeah.
Where's the Living Single reunion? I'm done.
He said it.
Really, Preston? And then that's it.
We're going to sit back like that.
Really?
The funny thing is I like Friends, and I probably will watch the reunion. but we
It
all
was
know
so
where
good.
friends came from. I will watch it. I
It's
didn't even know it was a thing, y'all. I didn't even know it was a thing until maybe like a couple days ago. But I will watch it. But also, I want my living single reunion.
It was really good. I couldn't stop smiling. I know it's cheesy, whatever. It was really good. And I cried a bunch. I love that show.
Really?
I mean, I love
It's
I
so
and
good.
Preston will tell you that in high school, like I loved Friends. Okay. I wanted to work at Ralph Lauren and be, well, not be like Rachel Green, but you know, Rachel Green had the life first, had the haircut shot, not the Rachel, not that one, not that one.
No, the longer.
The she had the longer flowy John, but then she had the bob. When she had that bob, it was super like just ooh,
And I
blunt.
remember when you had your bobs, Araya.
See, and that no bullshit. That was Rachel Green inspired. Okay, that was my Rachel. Okay. Anyway, I did love it, but I didn't know that they had a reunion. I love Fresh Prince, so like the Fresh Prince did. Really? That's
I'm
what
gonna love it. Watch it tonight.
I had no clue. I will totally. I'll watch it, but of course I'm with Preston. And hell, Preston, I was watching Living Single last night, like on Hulu.
Me too.
Right. So yes, I'm down for that. And Nikki, I do believe that they all got $4 million. I mean, I don't believe that everybody got $4 million. I think what's the name? I was about to say Rachel. Jennifer Aniston probably got more.
Oh, okay.
I just have to assume she's the biggest. If you look at the whole at the 6, she's the one, right? So I'd say she got more.
I bet they all got paid the same.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think
they made that contract when they did the show.
Yeah, I think they all did the same. I think they would do that.
True. Antoine, you don't have to be shady like that. We're gonna talk about Friends for just a little bit. All right, moving on.
Anybody else can go? We out of order. Thank you, Preston. Anybody else can go?
Well, real quick, Katie, since you watched it, was it like a reunion like they did the show, or it was like a reunion like the Fresh Prince, like they just all talked about the show?
They talked about the show, and then they would read scripts from some of their favorite episodes. And then like, you know how there was one big thing where they did a game show on it. So they actually did a game show about Friends. So it was really.
I really did love it. I went to the Friends experience in New York and everything. One of my friends got me that for my birthday this year or last year, and we went.
It's so great. And Lady Gaga sang Smelly Cat. Came on and surprised everybody.
All right, I'm totally watching that tonight.
Yeah, it was really good. And there's other celebrity surprises. I won't tell you if you didn't see it because it was good.
So I was watching Friends all day today while I was working before, we got on here to do this. So like, I love Friends. I could watch like episode after episode. And then when I looked at the topics and I was like, oh, the Friends reunion, let me look it up. I did see that one of the advertisements on HBO Max was one of the kids. Whose kid was it? Then she was kind of recounting. She was saying, I think it was Ross's baby.
Go ahead.
It was whatever it was. She was a baby when Friends was actually filmed, and they showed her like.
It was Ross and Rachel.
Oh, it was Rachel's.
Emma. Yeah.
And she was saying like, this was me then. This is me now. Let's go through what everyone is doing. And she kind of showed what each cast character, what they were doing then on the Friends episode and what they were doing now. And she was like, this is what Auntie, Rachel is doing. This is what Uncle Joey is doing. This is what, and that was a really cute advertisement. It drew me in a little bit. After a while, I was like, okay, I'm done with this because it was dry. But I do kind of want to see it. I did watch some of the interviews that they were doing. But I'm like, Drew, I don't have HBO Max, so I'm going to make myself now.
I'll give you a password.
I was about to say, I could hook you up, Reese.
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
Thanks, Friends.
Pop.
Okay, listen. I like Friends. I always liked Friends. I have not seen the reunion. I just got caught off guard at the 4 million. So I've been stuck at 4 million this whole time. I've been listening, but in my mind, I'm trying to register the 4 million, considering the amount of money they're still making off that show, and will for
very long time,
the rest of their lives. I'm just thinking, did they need that? Did they? Maybe I. You know what? I'm gonna go back on mute. I think it's a great show.
Well,
Actually, one more thing.
oh yeah, go ahead.
One more thing. The only reason why I was bringing up Living Single is because Friends was a carbon copy of Living Single. And everybody's saying that Living Single did have a reunion show, and they did, and I saw it, and it was nice. But they did not get paid $4 million a piece to do that reunion show. It was not on HBO Max. HBO Max wasn't out at that time, everybody, I know. But the only reason why I brought that up is because the Black people who had Living Single did not get the same fame or the same recognition as the people who did Friends and are now getting paid $4 million to do this reunion. That's the only thing that I'm bringing up right now.
No, and I actually think the producer of Friends or someone from Friends actually did come out. And
No, they straight up. So yeah,
they straight up said that.
No,
Ross said it at one point.
Ross said it, but also the creator of Friends said that his favorite show was Living Single.
Right.
And he wanted to make a show exactly like that.
Right.
He didn't say but for white people, but that was the thing. Like he made Friends the white Living Single. He said it was his favorite show. And actually, when they were talking about the reunion for Friends, Ross was promoting it. Queen Latifah, who he's friends with, reached out to him and said that it really hurt her that he was promoting something like that, knowing that the show that Friends was based off of their show. He came out with he apologized to her, but he also came out with an apology and said he was not aware of that. But that is facts. Friends is a ripoff of Living Single. I don't think that maybe it's because I have that information. Like they say, you're responsible for what you know. When I heard about the Friends reunion, I was not interested because after that interview, reading that interview with the creator of Friends, who said that he did that to Living Single for Friends, I don't know. I've been like mentally checked out from the show, and we all know Friends was our show. It was my show. I loved Friends, but ever since that, I've just been turned off from it. So y'all know I'm an HBO Max hive ho. So I, could not get excited about that, even though I love HBO Max. It just wasn't something for me. I couldn't give it my views because knowing that they are living beautifully and they will die wealthy from a show that was ripped off from Black creators, I can't get into it. So that's my take on it. What are y'all saying? Yeah, me too, Pink Petals. Living Single was definitely more relatable, more funny, in my opinion. But yeah, Friends I'm not even going to, act like Friends wasn't a good show. It was, but because I know now, I can't get into it. Guys, how long is the reunion? Okay, you watched it. How long is it?
It's like an hour and 45 minutes, I think.
Whoa.
Okay.
It's long.
It's like a movie.
It's long.
So it's like a movie.
I don't even. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm like, I don't even see it on my homepage.
Hold on. 007. I don't think so. I think Girlfriends followed Sex in the City.
Yes.
Girlfriends was supposed to be the Black Sex in the City, but Sex in the City was first.
Yeah, I think Sex in the City was first.
It was.
Yeah, Girlfriends came after that.
I can look it up.
That was definitely out first. And I think Girlfriends was the response to that because Sex in the City never had any Black people on the show. They had didn't have one Black guy at the end that carried.
Samantha dated
Blair Underwood.
Blair Underwood.
They have one Black guy. But so that's my dad hated that I loved Friends because my parents lived in New York for years, and my dad's like, this shit is unrealistic. Where are the Black people?
Yep.
But dad,
very true.
It's like
very true.
Let's not ever forget Louise from St. Louis.
That was the
Sex in the movie. We're back to talking about Friends. We're back to Friends now, Drew.
Pop.
Welcome, y'all.
She was my favorite character in that whole thing, even though it wasn't a movie.
Welcome to my group chat.
Louise
Nikki.
from St. Louis. There's no better than her. There's no better than her.
It was the movie. It wasn't the
but
episode.
I didn't watch the whole series, so I only saw the movie.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you for contributing.
I'm gonna go on mute again.
Okay.
We need to contribute some internet service to Drew.
Oh yeah, you not. First of all, not only are you pop locking, your volume is low. Turn your volume up, bro. You
Not
like
pop locking.
you
Yeah.
are pop locking. And you got that good internet. Let me tell you something. When my internet is a mess, I go over to Drew's house and I'll be uploading every and anything. So I don't know what's going on.
Hudson
You
streaming
know,
something.
I'm about to say Hudson streaming something on four different
Oh
different
God,
devices.
no, Drew, we're joking. Please don't harass that child.
Don't ask her to bring you no coffee right now either. You do it every time.
No, I don't want. I don't. Oh, I don't want no. I don't.
All right, folks. I hope you're having a good time.
So anyway,
Mama Mel for the win.
Well, you know,
But I'm
hey y'all, hey
sure
Ray.
we'll
I
do
was
this
getting
now.
my lunch
Okay.
order. Excuse me. It's lunchtime over here. I was getting my order.
Screaming.
It's his fault, guys. He has great internet. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Papa.
Is it still like that?
You still pop locking?
Yep, you sure are, friend. Get it.
Wait till you watch it later, Drew.
You are
I
pop
was going
locking.
for a minute. Now I'm back with the jump balls.
Hey, you was in the club. Can't stop pop Oh gosh. All right, let's move on to something fun and messy. So Diddy is being messy again. So J-Lo allegedly, let me just get into this real quick. I don't think that she is like dating Ben Affleck. I could be wrong, but I don't think that she is dating him. I think it's like some business stuff, but I just don't. J-Lo don't go back to her exes. She just doesn't. She has never went back to any ex. Why would she go back to Ben Affleck, who's been having a really hard time, especially on dating sites? Because I still can't get over that video that he sent to that girl. What did he say? Why would you unswipe me or something? It's me. So I don't think that J-Lo, I think she knows her popularity. I don't think she would do that. I think if anything, they're working on something. I don't think that she is back with them. But because, the media is making a big deal of it. The funny thing about it is, let me tell y'all something. Zennials. You do not know how much of a force J-Lo and Ben Affleck were back in the day. Like, if we had social media back in the day, I don't think they would have lasted as long as they did. Like, everybody was obsessed with them. We saw Jiggly or whatever that movie is because of them, and we walked out within 5 minutes of watching that movie because of them. Did we get our money back? I think we asked for our money back.
They filmed that movie at home, y'all.
They what?
They filmed that movie in Philly.
Or
near Philly, yeah. They were saying that.
That's the reason why we saw it.
Home.
Me too. But anyway, they were really, really they were a huge popular couple. That's why everybody is talking about it again, because millennials are now in positions of power in press and media, and they are the only ones forcing this, couple talk on us, because I guarantee you, nobody is really going up for Ben Affleck and J-Lo allegedly dating like the media is making it. I'm telling you, it's millennials writing these articles for these magazines and making you be interested, because, it's the kid in them that is interested in them allegedly dating, but I don't think that she's dating him. Anyway, because everybody is talking about J-Lo and Ben Affleck possibly being together, Diddy wanted to get into the mix. We got J-Lo, you are very talented, but we got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Puffy put you on. And so I think he's trying to claim some of his musically, because you killed it in Selena. But I think he's trying to, claim some of that attention, because he was very obsessed with her when she broke up with him. He wrote a song about her, I Need a Girl. He did a remix, both great songs. So I think he's trying to be nostalgia and trying to get, his old thing back. But I don't think he realizes it's never going to happen, because after she almost went to prison over a gun charge, she decided to never go back. And her mother is not a fan of you. I found that out on Wendy Williams. Anyway, Diddy posted this on his Instagram. It's still up. It's still up. You get
yes, I was looking at it earlier today. I was like, how has he not taken this down?
So he writes, Diddy writes Throwback Thursday. Let me go to his Instagram. He writes Throwback Thursday. This is like, guys, it's still up. It's still up. And this is him when he was with J-Lo, and everybody in the comments is telling him to go get her back. Keisha Cole says, go get your girl. No, Keisha Cole actually said, tell her, come on home, baby. Esther Dean, don't get me excited. Terrence J, laughing, you the GOAT. King Combs, kill a wave. That's child talk. I don't know what the hell that means. DJ Holiday said, go get your girl, brother love. She's yours. What? You know what? I can't believe these people are in their 50s still being messy. I felt like when you get older, you just stop being, you mature, you stop being messy. But they being messy like the kids. They are being messy like the kids. What do you guys think? I think, well, before y'all get into it, I just think that Diddy, it's not going to happen. I'm like, the gun charge, it's just, you almost derailed, you helped a career, but you also almost derailed it. I don't think J-Lo is ever going back to him, and I don't think that she would ever go back to an ex. It's just not her MO. What do you think, Katie?
So I knew we were going to be talking about this, so I brought my Jenny from the Block glasses. Don't be fooled by the Roxanne again. I actually am the biggest Bennifer fan. I hope that it's true. I really do. I hope it's true. Ben can get a spray tan again, look fierce, get his jawbone going. But
real quick, Katie, before you continue, since you brought up Ben Affleck with his spray tan, I'm telling y'all, if y'all were not there, y'all do not remember, J-Lo had Ben Affleck looking like a person of color. Ben Affleck was Dominican, baby. You had to be there. You had to be there. He was chocolate. Chocolate. We didn't know he was white. We didn't know he was white. J-Lo did it to him. Go ahead, Katie. I'm sorry.
No, so I hope that is true. And Diddy, I don't know. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. Are they friends? Does anybody know? Like, do they talk? Like, do they comment back and forth?
I was going to say that. I was going to jump in. They've been friends ever since to this day. And her and Diddy. Here's my quick theory, and then you guys. My quick theory is the Diddy J-Lo combo is music related, and the Ben Affleck J-Lo combo is alcoholism related. Ben Affleck struggled with alcoholism for a very, very long time. He's had a lot of ups and downs, and Miss J-Lo's doesn't drink, and she's really clean with it. And he may have reached out to her for a little bit of peace of mind, and she might be helping him through some shit because he's had his stuff for a very, very long time. That's my theory about the two of them. And I think the Diddy J-Lo is new music that's going to drop, and he's just doing an early teaser. I'm going to go back on mute.
I'm so glad I let you finish, because I was like, where are we going? I was like, oh my gosh, I muted this to put on some lip gloss, and then you started talking, and I was like, well, what the hell? I'm losing control of my show. Oh, so I'm so glad that you finished, because I absolutely agree with you. I agree with your theory. I absolutely agree. What do you say, Zaraya?
I just think Diddy is being messy or weird. I don't know. So, I mean, even though he claims to have loved J-Lo and they have the songs and all that stuff, or he has the songs begging and pleading, I always looked at that as a business deal. And it like started as a business deal, and she knew it was a business deal. And then Diddy caught feelings, and it was still a business deal. And then the shit got real, and she was like, okay, fuck the business. Let me get, I was handcuffed to a bench. Me? Handcuffed to a bench in a police station overnight? Let me get the hell out of here.
Can I just say, I thought you were giving us new tea, because I didn't know that you said bench. I was like, what?
Anyway,
this is new tea. I ain't
was like, there ain't enough business promotion in the world for me to stay in the line of danger, potential danger, or whatever. So let me rock. I mean, but they could be friends or whatever, but I don't know. That was it. And I think he's just being messy. And somebody, hold on, you had a comment. Somebody said something. I wanted to say it, girl. Was it Stella? Was it Renee?
Well, what was said?
Yeah, somebody said her son, Diddy's son, was commenting on that, like Diddy didn't leave Kim for J-Lo. King Combs is Diddy's son, is Kim Porter's son.
Wait,
the commenter said that he bigging him up like, yeah. Renee Reese.
Oh, he bigging him up like he didn't leave Kim for J-Lo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That got really deep.
Sorry.
Teresa?
Y'all know I'm clueless about a lot of the stuff that goes on with the celebrities, but I don't know. Okay, so J-Lo has admitted that she loves love. That's why she gets married so quickly to, these people and like falls deeply for them right away. I kind of see it as a possibility of them getting back together.
Ben?
No, I mean any of them, to be honest. Ben, Diddy, any of them. Like, I literally think she just loves love that much. And she might be at a point where she's had enough of different things that she might start going back to familiar things.
Ooh, that's
That's my take. That's how I feel about it. Because I know that she has admitted that she's like loves love and gets married quickly because it's just a thing. She's admitted she doesn't mind getting married over and over and over again.
That's just not her MO though. She don't go back. She don't look back. She won't become a pillar of salt. Preston, what do you think? Bible talk.
So I saw the picture and I was like, come on, Diddy, what are you doing? I don't think that they would get back together. If anybody, if she was ever going to get back with anybody, I would think it would be the father of her kids, and that's Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
That's the only person I can see her getting back together. Not Ben Affleck. Not what's the name? Diddy. I don't see her getting back with the dancer. None of them. I can only see her getting back with Mark Anthony. If she was to go back to an ex, Mark Anthony would be the one.
Do we know when they broke up?
Remember Diddy and her did a live with A-Rod during the quarantine. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
She's cool. Like, that's one thing about J-Lo. She's cool with her exes.
Yeah, but that's my whole take on it. I mean, Diddy was just being messy, and Diddy was being Diddy. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna put this picture up, and what y'all gonna say?
But that's the thing. I agree with Drew. I think this is work stuff. This is work stuff. I don't think it's it might be also that she's helping Ben Affleck, but I feel like something is coming, and whatever she's doing, whatever they're all doing, they're doing it the right way because we're talking about it. We're already like, involved in whatever they're doing. My prayer is that it's not a movie because the chemistry just isn't there. Maybe let him produce because he can produce the hell out of a movie. Let him write the script, but they just do not have on camera chemistry. And I hope it's not that. And I hope that, she's probably doing some music, with Diddy because listen, they made some bops. We all know that it was Ashanti, but whatever, they made some bops. So whatever it's coming, J-Lo, I'm ready. I just had to do this before we move on. I just had to do this because y'all playing my girl, and I don't think that she would ever go back to this. Weird. I'm sorry, I have fat fingers. Hold on. There it is. This is that girl.
Naveen, why did you unmatch me? It's me.
There's no way she's going back to that.
Why didn't he say Batman? He should have said it's me, Batman. Because he was Batman.
There's no way. I don't believe it. J-Lo wouldn't do that. You know what? I do think that if she would go back to anybody, I definitely think it would be Mark Anthony. I still think that A-Rod has a shot because he cheated emotionally.
Is that what happened?
Yes, this about to get in some Southern Charm mess. So one of the girls from Southern Charm, he was hitting her up on her Instagram, and he was trying to meet up with her. And the way we found that out was because one of the people on Southern Charm, who was not good friends with her, exposed her on their reunion and said that, oh, you couldn't make it or something because you was about to meet up with A-Rod. So he was in her DMs trying to hook up with her. So before it actually happened, J-Lo was able to find out. So that's, I guess her thing is like, cheating is not going to work for me. I will say they were a power couple. They were a power couple. And we know that J-Lo likes to, she dates smart. So I feel like if there's anybody she would go back to, it'll definitely Mark Anthony. But I think A-Rod still has a shot. I think he got to chill with the posting about her and the kids and stuff like that. It's getting a little creepy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I think if he lays low, he could probably get his girl back. Diddy, it ain't never going to happen. It ain't never going to happen. The gun charge, and her mama does not like him. Her mama hates Diddy. Said it on Wendy Williams. I'll never forget that interview. She said, no, my daughter is never going back to him. It's like, oh, okay. About the little N-word. Anyway, you know what? I did. What do you guys think about Mom?
He does, though. He has a makeup line for men. That literally just came out.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
On task, Mom. Yeah. So Miss Brown Sugar has it. Miss Brown Sugar said he cheated emotionally with Madison from Southern Charm, but it's rumored that he cheated. Oh, with other chicks. Okay. So if it's multiple women and not just emotionally cheating with Madison, I don't think it's going to happen.
Emotionally cheating, though, is a lot. That's like almost worse than physical, because you could just do a gangbang one night with somebody, and then it's the emotional. When you get attached emotionally like that, like that's a real cheat to me. Sex is sex.
Why would you choose gangbang?
It's J-Lo. She might like it nasty.
Oh, okay. Child, y'all gangbang cheating. Okay.
Funny.
Serenity said, cheating and lies are a no-no. I'll stand by you if you commit a crime. Okay, ride or die on someone else, not me. Or have some kind of addiction, but lie, I can never trust you again. Cheat, nope, no cooties. All right, you better be a ride or die. Not me. Simply Simone said, word on the street is that A-Rod is hitting up Madison again? Oh, okay, well, it's done. It's done. It's not happening. Yeah, I do agree, Mom, because you know that what comes after the emotions are involved, the real thing, because you're already there. Why not? Why not seal the deal? Miss Brown Sugar said, it seems like her and Ben stayed friends over the years, so maybe this is just kicking it in a safe space while she gets over her breakup, and it's mutually beneficial press for her and Ben. I don't think Ben Affleck needs any more press. I think he needs less press. If anything, like I said, I agree with Drew. She's probably helping him work through his issues. And it's also probably not a gangbang, but a little drive-by with your ex, right? Because you probably don't want to be out there sleeping with, just anybody. You'd rather go back to what you was familiar. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Any more thoughts, guys, before I move on?
I didn't mean gangbang.
But you said
Wait, racketeering?
What are you talking about racketeering?
LS said, word on the street is A-Rod is facing 30 years for racketeering, so J-Lo won't go back. Wait, racketeering? Seriously? Okay.
Google.
Okay,
I got it. How do you spell racketeering?
Oh, wait. I'm trying to find LS's comment. Racketeering. Oh, that's something you really gonna get locked up for. Maybe she got out. You know what? Maybe she got out because they were actually about to buy, I believe, a baseball team, and their offer got rejected. And when you have to, when you are presenting to these leagues that you can buy this league. They look
present all your money. Yep.
And they look through all your stuff and try to see if you can really afford what you if you say you can. Wait, what's that say? Alex Rodriguez will still have to face 50 million. J-Lo, girls.
All right then. No,
embezzle.
That's crazy. It's a whole long article, but it is something.
Yikes.
Ooh. Vanity Fair, too.
Allegedly.
Vanity Fair. Let's move on from embezzlement. Let's get into Vivica Fox. So we were not going to talk about Vivica Fox, but she has just been wilding all over the internet. She did an interview, I think a few days ago with Vlad TV, who just to put it out there, Black people, stop going on that man's show. He is exploiting the culture in the community. He is getting y'all locked up. Like, stop going on his show. You see, he don't got his people on there exploiting them. Anyway, she went on Vlad and she said yet again that 50 Cent is the love of her life. We have known this because Vivica Fox has said this multiple times. She said it about 50 Cent years ago. He told her to get over it. He's never going back to her. He made fun of her and Sierra to Chelsea Handlers. Chelsea Handler put all that out, said that he was a terrible guy, that he was making fun of them to her and making fun of Black women. But she is still somehow still in love with 50 Cent. And she said on the interview that he is the love of her life to this day. 50 Cent responded and he said it's cool. Like, he was actually a lot nicer than I thought that he would be, because he was terrible to her last time that she said that. But he actually said that it was nice of her to say that, but he didn't really drag her like I expected. But here is what she later posted on her Instagram. This is her throwback TGIF darlings. Flashback Friday moment. This is when her and 50 Cent used to date. And this is the dress. If you don't know, during, I believe, the BET Awards, 50 Cent won his first award and he thanks everybody who supported him. And then he thanked Vivica Fox for wearing that dress. This is the dress that got 50 Cent's attention. What do you think, guys? Vivica Fox still wants that. It's something about the 50s, child, messy. Everybody, you get to 50 and you just start looking back and being like, you know what? I want that back again. So Vivica Fox wants her old thing back again. What do y'all think?
He's a terrible person.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap. I'm not. I was going to say, I'm trying to wrap my head around. I'm not. I don't care. But like, he's a terrible person. He is an awful person. And that was eons ago. Mm-hmm. What's going on now? What I will say that we this is gonna be mean a little bit, but whatever. Nikki already teed it up. Vivica is a little insecure. Obviously she's done some things to her face, her body. So like to say that somebody like that is the love of your life, as horrible of a person as he is. Granted, he might be. I mean, not granted. I don't know if he's a great boyfriend or whatever, but he's just trash. And like, why? This is just silly. Midlife crisis. I don't know. This is silly.
Well, they also had a tumultuous relationship. So I don't know what she is like reminiscing and missing. I honestly, and I could be wrong, Vivica, but I think it's because he's become very successful. Like at that time, 50 was popular, but he is not who he is now. He has like a whole franchise over there at Stars. Like, he is making money hand over fist. So I'm thinking that when somebody who was terrible to you 18 years ago is doing so well now, I think that maybe she forgot about how terrible that relationship was and is just reminiscing about his coin.
But Nikki, he don't say nice stuff now. Like, whenever you hear him on social media commenting about anything, he's so negative and harsh and just like nobody that I would want to associate with, let alone
but he's wealthy.
be in a relationship with.
So
She wealthy too. She don't need his coin, do she?
I don't think them synthetic ponytails is making as much money as 50 Cent.
I'm gonna go on mute now.
It's the truth. She's making money from them ponytails. I will give her that. Do I have a Vivica Fox ponytail? I think I got one.
But the thing is, like, Vivica Fox is still Vivica Fox, right? So, like, there are other people out there, right?
But are they your wealthy ex? Like, he's making
There
money.
are wealthy people. They don't have to be your damn ex.
Terrible.
He's a horrible person.
But guys, she's in the entertainment industry. He is her wealthy ex. He is a name. Somebody still very relevant. You got to stay relevant in the entertainment industry, especially as an actress, especially as an aging actress. You got to keep your name out there because Hollywood ain't going to push you.
Well, I guess he does need help in that area.
Yeah, well, I think it's his popularity and I think it's his money and I think it's his power and pull in the industry. What do you think, Katie?
I think we're talking about her and I think that's what she wants.
Yeah.
You know, she wants to be back in the limelight. She wants to be back in the news. She wants to be about, and we're doing it. So
Yeah, fair. Totally.
Yeah.
Hey, Preston, what do you think?
Just Soraya for the mess.
You love her, don't you? You love her.
Why is she talking about some dick from 50 years ago? Like, why?
Preston, okay, I'm gonna tell you like I told my mama. We call it peen or penis.
Sorry.
I'm gonna get my commercials taken down.
Sorry. Why is she talking about peen from 50 years ago? Like, this is what a group chat is for. This is what your friends are for. This is when you say, hey, look, I'm looking back on that relationship. I know I sound stupid, but this and this and this and that. But Nikki, you really pulling out this ponytail?
I got my Vivica Fox ponytail.
How could you, Nikki? How could you?
First of all, it was $9 and I had a coupon. That's how I could. I got that thing for $6.
Still. Are you gonna put it on like your baby doll or something? Don't wear it outside. That's still in the box.
Wait a minute, let me tell you something. I wore this at a Hollywood event. Oh, the white boys was on me.
Wait, you put the tag back on it though? You put the tag back on it? You ain't wear that thing, Nikki. You knew better than to leave the house with that thing. You wouldn't go to Hollywood with that thing either. You know better.
Let me tell you the truth. I was going to return this.
You're $6? Oh my God, Lord Jesus!
It got a little nappy. It got a little nappy.
Oh my God!
But it's still cute.
No, it's not. Stop. It's still
She's
in the
making
box.
some money, but these ponytails are they still like $6 on Sam's Beauty. I don't know why everything is discounted. But listen, she making something, but she's not making 50 Cent Stars money.
No, she's not. Is she the one that used to like when you go in the hair store and you buy like a shower cap? Is she on the
Is she on something?
She
does
it's like the bonnets and the shower caps and stuff. Yeah, she on the
She sells bonnets too.
I'm sorry. Look at these comments.
She modeled.
50 net worth is 30 million.
Oh shit. Oh,
and that's how much the Friends people got paid.
Damn, and that's
my whole net worth is what they got paid for showing up
for 2 hours.
At least 30 million.
Wow.
He just created another show at Stars.
We don't have to hear about it. We don't have to hear about how much you love this toxic man from a toxic woman. That's all I'm going to say. I know y'all want to say more.
No, I didn't want you to say anything. Just I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, but just so y'all know, Vivica is not Preston's favorite person. He was not happy that she was on the docket. I let him know. I did not surprise him with this information. I let him know. I said, listen, we got to talk about your girl. She's acting crazy. We got to talk about your girl. I wish I would have never lost my receipt. Because look at this. I got her ponytail hair all over me.
Nikki, the hair store don't let you return stuff after about 5 days. It's a chop.
Excuse me, Philadelphia. In LA, yes, they do. In LA, yes, they do. You come back within 30 days with a receipt, you can return your hair to the hair store.
You didn't buy that within 30 days. You know better.
How do you know?
Because that was a move you would have made years ago. You know better now than to buy that ponytail. That was a years old ponytail you got in that box over there.
I just want to let y'all know. I'm selling ponytails. Y'all jealous. How you only worth $4 million and you got a bunch of ponytails on Sam's Beauty and on Ebony Online?
And you
y'all keep calling me and Zaraya a mess, but Katie is the one who went to Amazon and looked up her hair.
I did. I wanted to see.
Oh, her hair is on
I wanted to see
Amazon
how
too?
much. Yeah, I found it.
Bundles.
that?
Katie really next to the bundles, girl.
I know, girl.
Wait, Katie, is that why you put your hair up? I can't.
No, I was talking about ponytails. I was like,
Yo, that was a ponytail and a bang.
You prepping for it's Amazon. It'll be there in an hour.
it'll be here tomorrow. It'll be here tomorrow.
Exactly. Come on, Katie.
I'll get it tomorrow. Oh, and she has different colors.
No.
But are there
Get
different
an ombre. Get an ombre, John.
I can't find it, but I got a red bang from her too.
Just the
What?
bang.
You can buy
Ombre
just
red
the
bang.
I love
You can buy
it.
just the bang?
Yeah, it's like a cook
Not
on
the bang, yeah.
Not the bang.
She's not right.
The bang.
I can't find it. I cannot find it, but I have a red bang from her.
Show it.
The bang.
Show it.
See, this is how I know, because you're looking in the same bag that you got that ponytail out of for that red bang. I know you ain't buy that bang in the last 30 days.
I got this one from the same store.
Not no red bang.
Listen, I was in a ponytail season. I don't know what happened.
What?
Where's my red bang? I can't find it.
You don't need it. It's okay. We love you.
But I do have my hair hat from Amazon.
What? Oh,
Nah.
Listen, it's a whole outfit.
Nah.
When you don't feel like doing your hair,
What's
Wait,
up with
like that woman at the airport.
snapback?
Yes,
put it on
Like
right
the lady
now.
at the airport.
Put it on right now.
Nikki, what's up with the snapback part in the back? Though? Why is he looking a little like this? Weird.
you lucky. Wait a minute. I can take my turban off.
Yeah,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
really do it.
I love your little braids, Nick. So cute.
Thank you.
Yes, Nikki.
Instantly a different person.
It's the look. It's the look.
Yes.
You can say what you want. It's the look.
Okay,
Yeah.
come on, Nikki.
It does look good. It does look
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. It's a look. You can hate, but it's the look.
But I bet you it's not Vivica.
Okay, Nikki.
Oh, no, it's not
I'm
Vivica.
gonna get one of them right now.
This is not
Katie,
Vivica.
are you ordering one from Amazon?
Yeah, I'm gonna order one. Hair.
Katie, I'll send you my link.
That is cute.
See,
That is cute,
Oh.
Nick.
I will say you're not going to get a lot of wear out of it because this hair is already shedding. I'm wearing this for the rest of the day. Anyway, let's keep
Cute,
going.
Nikki. I like it.
It's
Like
cute.
Janet Jackson
Cute.
in Rhythm Nation.
Yes.
Thank you. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Y'all are so old. Y'all are so old.
We are.
Y'all did different dances from different videos.
With the same thing. Get ready.
Is that the wrong
That's
one?
not Rhythm Nation.
Yes, we did.
we were doing it.
That's
We
not
were doing
Rhythm
it.
Nation.
Put the music
We were
on.
doing it.
Put the music
Right.
on. Let's go.
We were doing if. We were doing if.
No,
Anyway,
that's
Rhythm Nation.
That's Rhythm Nation.
That's
this
Rhythm
was if.
This is
was.
Rhythm Nation.
Right, that's it.
Oh, it is?
That's if.
Look at Mr. TikTok.
Oh, come on, Drew. Let me know.
That's
Let him
Rhythm
know.
Nation. Yes.
Yeah, Drew is definitely.
We've
that's
had.
You right.
Them come my time, my time, my time, but yes, that's if. That's if. Anyway,
So
let's
that's what I was doing. All right, my bad, y'all.
Oh, thank you, Miss Brown Sugar.
That's exactly what it's giving.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
exactly
That
what
is.
it's
You
giving.
right.
Blood starts racing through my
My.
veins. Boy, it's something I can't explain. Okay.
Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly.
He's so disappointed.
Stop laughing, Antoine.
We love you. Anyway, the last thing that we are going to talk about is
Not even.
Oh, I was gonna say, did y'all see Antoine say?
what happened?
Pull up Jeff's story. From Nettie to Yo-Yo.
Antoine, get out. Get out now.
Get out of the chat right now. Anyway, the last thing that we're going to talk about, love you, Antoine. The last thing we're going to talk about is everybody's, at least enough of us, are starting to get vaccinated. You know, although COVID cases are still on the rise in some places, there are different variants popping up all over the world, specifically India and the UK. We are still getting, trying to get back to some normal that we had. And there has been talk of a lot of Americans and a lot of people who had done the stay at home all over the world getting back to work. How do you guys feel about getting back to work after the pandemic? And getting back to work means going back into the office and doing the 9-to-5 life that we have been doing pre-pandemic. What do you guys think about that?
All right, so I'm gonna take the lead on this one. As I believe of the group, I'm the only one who actually would go into it. Well, Teresa has her own office.
Yeah, excuse me too.
Okay. Teresa owns a dance school. Preston also has the. All right, y'all.
I own the TV.
Somebody else that I don't own. I'm the one that will be going back to some office in the middle of Manhattan, and the answer is no. So I am going to continue to work from home. My boss asked me, when we're ready to go back into the office, once they, figure out how that's going to work, do you want a desk? Because that's going to be the question, right? I had a desk. Do you want a desk? I went and got my stuff 2 weeks ago when I was off from the office, picked up anything that I left behind last year. And I was like, look, unless you tell me that is a mandatory function of my job to be in this office, then we can work out me coming to this office once a week or once a month or something like that. But other than that, I got my cute little setup right over here. Got this little section of the living room because I'm still not comfortable getting on the train. Mm-hmm. And I live in Brooklyn. So that's a $50 each way Uber ride. I'm not getting on the train. So if I'm paying and I can't reimburse that because that's my choice, right? So either we work out a reimbursement program if you need a manager in the office, or we're going to be meeting right here. And I'm cool with that.
Whoever wants to jump in, go ahead, Risa.
I think a lot of people are gonna do that, and it's what people are comfortable with. Honestly, I never stopped working because I'm in a little bit of a different situation. But listen, it's going to be all over the country. People are going to decide what they want to do, and companies are going to have to be understanding. I think
exactly. I feel like for us with the office, they had us come and get all of our things from the office, and honestly, like some people who used to live in, people have left New York. Like I'm a manager on my team, and 3 of my team members have moved out of the city.
Right.
Like complete, one went back to London, but miss her dearly. But yeah, like they moved out of the city. So they're definitely not going to be in the office. So they're like, come get all your stuff, and they're going to reconfigure all of it for whomever says that they're going to be coming in on a regular basis. And I do think that they're going to let it, I'm pretty sure they're going to let it be up to us. Our company's 50% remote anyway. So I'm a part of that now.
Now, Preston, you work with kids. What's all going on with schools and everything? That's an interesting.
So, that's what I was going to say. I do work with kids along with Teresa, and I'm back to work 2 days a week. And I think come September, I'm probably going to have to be back there 5 days a week. Now, some kids are allowed to get vaccinated and some kids aren't. And we're still wearing our mask, of course, and we're still social distancing. But it's going to be an adjustment going back into the school full time with all of the kids. And to be honest, I'm not completely ready. I might show that I am, but I'm not completely ready to do that. I don't think it's so much that I'm scared that something's going to happen or I'm going to catch something. I think it's we've all been socially confined, and I don't know how these kids are going to be, especially our new kids who came in last year. We had because I work at a high school, so we had our freshman kids who I've never even seen in person. And then we have our new freshman kids that are coming in next year who, they have to get acclimated to coming back into the school, being in a new school. And then we have the sophomores who are finally going to see us, maybe, because we don't know, we don't know for sure if September magically we're going to be able to go back to the school. So everything's up in the air. I think I'm more concerned about how we're all going to be socially together again and how that's going to work. But as far as like going back into the office, I'm fine. But going back into being social with everybody else and seeing how that's going to pan out, I'm a little worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like you, Preston, I teach kids, but I teach a way younger age group who's not even, I think they're considering them for vaccine. Not sure how soon, but last year when everything shut down, I had to shut everything down. And as soon as they allowed things to kind of open back up in June, I had summer camp for, my kids at the dance studio, but I only allowed 8 kids per session so that we could socially distance. And then, we continued on in person at the dance studio, but we didn't go back to school. I'm also a school teacher at an elementary school with the kids until I think February. And even then we were doing group A on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all virtual, Thursday, Friday, group B. It was like, this year has like kind of been a wash, trying to educate them. I've talked to the other teachers, and it's just been super hard for everyone trying to get the education out there, trying to socialize the kids in some way. Like I always try and allow some time at the beginning of class for them to laugh and kiki and talk to each other and say, hey, what's your Fortnite name? Like, what's your thing what's your mom's phone number so I can call you? Like always try to allow that because they're missing out on, that aspect. But honestly, when they told us that we had to go back into the building, I was terrified. And this is before they had even made plans for vaccinating, us teachers, or kind of anyone at that point. And it was just really scary to me. Like as time went on, I kind of eased into it a little bit, but still going into the building, I like dread it a little bit because there's just so much risk. And I'm vaccinated now, and I don't know why I'm still hesitant and have anxiety about it. I honestly think that a lot of people, including myself, I need to get into a therapy session to get myself back out into the world.
You gotta re-socialize yourself.
Very scary. And I don't feel like I did kind of cut myself off from the world other than my dance studio and the elementary school, but like going to the grocery store is still like a huge chore for me. Like I'm exhausted when I get home.
Yeah.
And I do a mad dash. I know exactly what I want. I haven't even changed up my diet. I'm just eating the same thing every week because I know where it's at in the grocery store. I can grab it and I can get out. But returning back to work was super scary. And just the thought of going back to school in the fall, like full time, 5 days a week with everyone in the building, it's going to be a little bit scary for me. And honestly, I think the kids are going to need an adjustment. There's kids now who, I have one kid who won't participate in class because he's like, there's so many people. Like, why are there so many people? And I'm like, dude, it's half the size of the people that's usually here. Like, what is he going to do in the fall when everyone's there? He's not learning now with half the people. What are we going to do with him? Like, so I don't know what the world is going to do, but I'm thankful that mental health is starting to make its way into regular conversations because right now everybody needs it. Like everybody needs it.
Can I just real quick, Jeff said something that I wanted to touch on because that is definitely it. He said, lots of talk about people not even wanting to go back to the same toxic work environments before the pandemic. Thank you. So yeah, honestly, I'm not going to say that the environment that I was in was heavily toxic, but with everything that has transpired over the last 18 months, in the same vein of mental health, I don't think I can do it going back into the office, having to be in front of people and forced, to be honestly forced to wear the mask again. I don't want to do that. Right. I have created a flow for myself here that'll keep me very much like focused on what I need to do here and still have that space for myself, because I could just close my computer and, you know, just chill. And I'm just in my apartment. If I need to get myself back together, I don't have to run to the bathroom or take a walk around in the middle of damn Herald Square. Like I don't have to do that now to get a breather and really reset myself. Excuse me. So that's a part of it. Jeff, thank you.
I think snow days, as we know it, are over. I think our last snow day that we had pre-COVID was our very last snow day that we'll
there are no excuses.
ever, forever, never, amen. We ain't never going to see one. That's why I had off today, because we had snow days to use, and the school said, take a day off. You're going to have a 4-day weekend, because when we had snow, we said, you better get on virtual. And that was that. No more snow days, friends. See you on virtual.
Yeah. Before I say anything, did you want to say anything?
No, I was just going to say that I think there are some benefits to the work at home for certain companies, that the virtual side of things have benefited. I have heard from a few people that their company has been able to hire on people from all over the country, where they wouldn't have had that opportunity before, to assist and join in on like certain departments where they could use the help. So they're getting like really, you know, highly skilled professionals that live in Ohio to be able to be a part of their LA office because they're virtual. So there are some benefits to it in terms of diversifying your office, and then also, you know, making sure your departments are fully beefed up by getting like talent from everywhere. So I know that there's a lot of benefits from it. So I feel like there's certain companies that probably should just continue doing it, but there's obviously some companies that it is better to, like my industry, like I work in events and production and stuff, like the in-person is very important. Like the virtual thing just, it doesn't work. Like there is a people aspect you have to be able to create and do the job. So I feel like it should be dependent on the actual company itself and what they service, and make that decision, you know, based on that. Yeah. That would be the only thing I would say.
I absolutely agree. That was a lot of what I was going to say, is that I think that some companies and a lot of employees have benefited from being able to work from home. And I think a lot of articles that are coming out about pushing people to get back to the office because they think that, you know, people are taking advantage of being at home, is actually not the case. My family and I have all been working from home since the pandemic, and I'm telling you, you work more actually when you are home. I think it's just companies just want to get everybody back into the office because it is a way to kind of, in my opinion, micromanage and, you know, see what people are doing and everything that's going on. But I do think that a lot of companies, and especially a lot of employees, have benefited from working at home. And it also shows you that you can have disabled people in your company who cannot come in to the office, because we were actually able to do it before. Now these companies no longer have an excuse and say, oh, I'm sorry, we need somebody able-bodied to work here. No, you can't. There's no longer an excuse, because everybody has been forced to work virtually. So I think that, like Raju said, some jobs, of course, you got to be there, you got to be in person. But I think that virtual should be the new wave. Just like with streaming services is a new wave for media, I think virtual should be the new wave for a lot of companies. With Hollywood, I went from not couldn't wait to get back into a casting office to audition and do all of that stuff. And my very first audition, a month or so ago, I was very uncomfortable. I forgot how to be around people that were like not my family. It was very uncomfortable for me to be like, I saw somebody that I hadn't seen for a year because of the pandemic. And it was just like, oh, you a little too close. It was a lot going on before I even went into audition. So I just don't think we're ready for that. I think that we should, at least if we're going to, a lot of companies that were, doing the virtual thing that's trying to get back to the office. I think if anything, if you do want to make your employees get back to the office, or it's something that they have to do, you gotta ease them in. I think it should take, to be honest with you, I think you need to take about 2 years or so.
Yeah.
You're mentally, like Teresa said, you're just not there yet. We were literally living through a life and death pandemic. World is just shutting down immediately. That's a lot of trauma. And then you want us to get back into the office, working with some people who we ain't liked before the pandemic. I'm not in my right mind. This heifer is bothering me. Something gonna happen. So we need to ease people if we have to do that. I think we should take a lot of time to ease people back in the office, but I think a lot of virtual things should stay. One specific thing I think is for the writer's room. I know I have a lot of writer friends who want to get back into the writer's room, but I also know a lot of people who have moved out of LA and have moved someplace affordable where they can see their money, where they have a better schooling system. They're closer to their families. They're able to, provide a lot better for their families, but still show up to work virtually. So I think a large part of working virtual should stay. But I think for the necessary companies where you got to be hands-on, you got to be face-to-face, even if you have to go back to that, I think you need to take some time to ease your employees back into that. That's my thoughts. Anybody else? All right, panel, I'm going to go into the comments and then we're going to wrap it up. Hey, Ella B said, I work in an office. I sit next to someone and she won't wear a mask and she won't get the vaccine. See, that's what I'm not like. That's what I'm not trying to get back to.
You know what she will do? She'll catch these hands.
Okay. Ella B, please don't listen to Preston. But yeah, see, this is the thing. It's like you're also going to be going back to the office with people who believe, vastly different things than you. And this is concerning your health. That's another huge thing. So now are you going to force people to get vaccinated? Because then that's a lawsuit. Then that also creates an uncomfortable environment because you got, vaccine and non-vaccine people at the workplace dealing with that kind of issue already with everything else that comes with work. I honestly think a lot of the virtual way that we have been living needs to stay. I think we've created a dynamic that just works at this point, and I think we're going to leave a lot of people out if we don't. What were you saying?
Can I play devil's advocate a little bit though?
Sure.
What if I'm sure there's plenty of people that you're working alongside with that don't have their flu vaccine. Mm-hmm. And so, this was also a big, huge deal, like in the 20s when the flu was running rampant, like the same thing happened with the flu. And yet, and still we're, 100 years later, and there's still people like, nah, I'm not getting that vaccine. And you have to work next to them. And guess what? You might not even know that they don't have their vaccine because it's their right to not want to take it or whatever. So how do we navigate through that? You know what I mean? You're afraid that someone doesn't have their COVID vaccine, but you were just living next to or working next to someone 2 years ago that didn't have their flu vaccine that could have had these same effects. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So how do what you gonna do? I guess we have to resume at some point because the world's gonna go on.
I think with anything, I think because of how poorly America dealt with COVID and the quarantine, quarantining us here, taking us out of quarantine, then not quarantining. I just think because it just wasn't handled properly and there was a lot of confusion, I think there are a lot of people who have strong opinions on both sides, right? So I think now with getting back to work with vaccinated and unvaccinated people, I just think there's going to be quite honest with you, there's going to be a brawl at a job. I just see it happening. I see somebody saying something. I see somebody saying, well, you don't really need it, or this is, or you should have got it. I just see it becoming a theme at workplaces where unvaccinated people and vaccinated people who were able to coexist before are not going to be able to coexist now because it has become so sensationalized. So I do see it being an issue. Although we were able to coexist before with unvaccinated and vaccinated people, I think now, because it's becoming so hugely political, I think we're going to have a lot of problems with that. Let me bring up Miss Brown Sugar's comment. Miss Brown Sugar said, very true, Jeff and Zaria. The microaggressions that have been cut out because there's less small talk and forced fun and work events. Let's talk about that, because who in the hell is going to do a work potluck now? Work potluck culture is dead.
Yeah.
Who's doing the potluck after the pandemic?
I didn't want to do that to begin. I wouldn't want to do that to begin with.
That's
the part that-
I always were you the kind of potluck people, the work potluck people, who would stop and buy something,
bring some chips or something,
and then you eat what you bought?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not bringing for everyone else. I'm just bringing for myself.
Let me tell you something. The last in office job that I worked, we had a potluck, and my boss brought us some macaroni and cheese. Can I tell you, it looked like he made the macaroni and cheese with kibble and bits. It looked terrible, but everybody was tearing that up to like suck up to him. I was just like, oh, I can't do it. Let me tell you something. He tried to force feed me that macaroni and cheese all day. Every day he stopped by my desk. Nicole, there's still some macaroni and cheese left. I'll be like, oh no, it's fine. I'm trying to lose weight. Like, I would not touch that macaroni and cheese. And everybody that ate his macaroni and cheese was sick. Not me. The director of First Impressions. Not me. No. Oh, it still works. I dropped my RuPaul button. Keisha Miller said productivity is so much higher by working at home. Productivity is so much higher by working at home. I agree. Because like I said before, you don't check out of work. You're constantly working.
Well, then that's no longer productivity, right?
Yeah.
Like you do need to have that work-life balance. And that's something that I had to learn. And what I'm finding is the people who are talking about wanting to get back into the office, one, they're very sociable people, extroverts, whatever, cool. But two, maybe they felt most productive when they were around people,
It's very true. I am also production said, as someone who's gone back to work, I don't think it's as hard as people think. I don't think working from home is healthy for everyone. Adults need to socialize too. And if you have kids, it can be. Absolutely agree. I am Awesome Productions. I will say this, when the pandemic first started and there was a lot of talk about, before it even happened, kids going to school virtually, there was a lot of teachers were coming out and saying, well, can we find a way to let the kids come to school effectively? Because a lot of kids, the only meal that they get is when they come to school. And also a lot of our kids do not live in safe homes. So this is their escape. This is their safe space. So can we figure something out? So like I said before, it's good on both ends. It really, really is. I think it's great for a lot of people to work virtually, but I also think getting back to work, getting back to school, I think that's also really great for a lot of people as well.
When we were on virtual and I got to see some of these kids' homes, I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Like, I get it now. And I was like, yo, we got to get back to school. We got to save these babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you said before, it works for some people and it doesn't work for others. We saw a lot of our children who were virtual, like flourishing. They weren't flourishing in school at all, but virtual, all of a sudden they didn't have that distraction in class or that class clown, or they weren't being that class clown and they didn't have this distraction anymore and they're flourishing, but other kids plummeted. So it works for some and it doesn't work for others. So I do have to say, at least we have to take the good from the bad and see that this is something that could possibly work in our favor going forward. But it's definitely case by case basis.
Absolutely. So that was our last subject. I want to get one more comment. Oh, that was me. I was like, did somebody put their finger up? It's me. I want to get one more comment from the comment section, and then we're going to wrap it up. Ryan Rounds, hey sis, said, my departments still make us do 2-hour monthly team building, all staffing meetings. It's a waste of time then, and it's even a bigger waste of time now since we lost people and have more work to do. That's another thing. Getting back, and I don't think you're saying it like this, Ryan Round, but this is what I got from it. Getting back to a work environment when post-pandemic, after you have lost people in the workplace to the pandemic? Like, are they even preparing people for that, right? Are you preparing us, like we're getting back to the office, but the office has changed drastically for a lot of traumatic reasons. So I just honestly think they need to take their time, and I honestly think they need to focus on the mental health of the employees, because it's good and bad for a lot of people. But I also think that there needs to be something done for the trauma that everyone has experienced out of the office. Now we're back to the office.
I would say that some companies like mine, are offering access, right? Giving us access to the tools to help us cope with or get through, you know, the stresses and traumas of what we're going through. Like, we have access to Headspace. We have an excellent deal with Talkspace, which, Teresa, I'm leveraging for that reason. You're like, I need to talk to somebody to like re-socialize myself. My very first time like traveling back to Philadelphia in a safe, I had the visor on, the mask. I was just, the hand sanitizer down, all that stuff. But I almost got kicked out of my Uber because of how panicked I was in the back seat. I think that was the first time I'd been like in a car in months. And so we're going through, and you know, where I am in Brooklyn, trying to get on that bridge to get into Manhattan to get to the train station, child. I felt like it was just like, she almost kicked me out, because I was just like, ooh. And I had to like really, really like calm myself down, because I didn't want to miss my train. So I couldn't get out the Uber. But I was just like, oh my God, I have to fully re-socialize myself. This is crazy.
I was going to say there's also that, like, there's a double-edged sword with a lot of these companies, because we just here as society like to overbuild, right? And we're always putting up a new complex, a new building, and just adding and adding and adding and adding. And then the 2020 taught us that we didn't need all of it. And a lot of these companies are saving enormous amounts of money on lease and utilities for their offices, and now they're able to put more money into their employees, the people that actually deserve the money for the work that they're putting in. So there's like this kind of transfer of cash flow that some of these companies have now. They can start putting into their employees on saving on lease, but then on the back end of it, the city is like, yo, we built all this
because y'all needed it. I better use this shit.
We're trying to get this economy going, and now you're saying you don't need it anymore, and now we got to refill it with somebody else. Like, and it's this weird kind of double-edged sword where the two parties are kind of fighting in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I go for employees getting paid more, and we shouldn't have overbuilt to begin with. But if we didn't do that, maybe we wouldn't have a lot of these new startup companies, new businesses, small businesses that have been popping up, you know, and being able to fill cities up. So I don't know. That's just like a weird, you know, double-edged sword for me. But
yeah, absolutely.
But you know what I mean?
I agree. Well, fam, we made some great points. We had some good laughs. We had some very interesting takes. And I just wanted to say thank you all for joining me. Thank you all in the chat for joining me. This is a new segment. You know, I didn't know who would show up, but you guys showed up like you always do. And I totally appreciate it. Before we get out of here, I'm going to let you all, close out, say what you need to say what you want the audience to know, and then we will wrap it up for the day. Go ahead, Katie.
I just want to say thank you, Nikki. I am so proud of you. This is awesome. You are the best. Rick James with that hat is so cute. Miss Melanie, I love you.
Thanks, Mom.
Anyway, Nikki, I will do this anytime. This is awesome. So much fun. So proud of you. You are such a special person, and I love you.
Thank you. Well, Katie, this was for you to
talk about myself. Listen,
you up.
Everybody knows I'm not good at that. So I'm just going to leave it as I love you.
Well, Katie, if you want, where can the audience follow you?
Oh, at Katie Jo Donahue on Instagram. And that's about it. I'm not a big social media person, but
come on, Katie Jo and Co.
Katie Jo and Co. That's my company. Yes, that's my company. And
what do you do at your company?
I do events. I do anything and everything within reason.
Okay.
That's
Katie Jo.
I love making people laugh. I'm always here to make people laugh, and that's what I was born to do. So love you all. Love Nikki. Love everybody from high school. You guys are the best. So you're my family.
Thank you.
Soraya, what do you want to promote?
Yes, that's
I
right.
ain't got nothing to promote. Nothing. No, I am totally echoing Katie. Nikki, I am so proud of you. So proud of you. This is so fun. When I posted it on Instagram, one of my friends said, "Oh my God, are you famous?" I was like, "No, but one of my friends is, and I'm about to be on her channel." I love you. I'm so proud of you, and thank you so much for this invite. When we were in high school, we got drama majors and dance majors here. I was the instrumental major that could not hang out with instrumental majors because they were boring. So I was always with fun groups. But Nikki, yeah, I'm blessed to be here amongst y'all, with y'all, talking to y'all, sharing with the Star family. This is fun. I can't wait to do this again. And I literally have nothing to promote. I'm the office girl.
Thank you. Risa?
Well, I own a dance studio, as we were talking about earlier, Premier Dance Academy, but I'm here in Lansdowne, PA. I think someone thought I was on the West Coast. I'm not on the West Coast. I'm in Pennsylvania in Lansdowne. And I teach kids from 2.5 to adults even. Yeah, that's me. But Nikki, I had so much fun. I love a good kiki with my friends. Y'all know I love a good kiki when I'm awake.
Yeah. Guys, when we get over here, we're going to go back to the group chat. Like, this is what we do all day. Teresa, is there anything that you want to promote about your dance academy?
Our recital is coming up. I haven't publicly announced where our recital is going to be. When that gets squared away, I definitely will. But we're doing a GoFundMe right now because we need to move. We have outgrown our space. So we're moving to a bigger space. But you can check us out on Premier with an E Dance Academy, PALLC on Instagram.
Awesome. And I'll put all this in the description box, guys. So you're welcome, Risa. Drew, Dion's ready. Let's get it.
I wasn't going to go any further until Teresa dropped that link. Drop that GoFundMe.
Yes.
I'm like, is there anything else that you want to say, Teresa?
Nikki said promote.
Teresa.
Come on.
You got a link, right? Come on now. Nikki, you know I love you. You're the social media icon, inspiration, right? Come on now. No, but you know I love you. I love this. Thank you for having me. I mean, obviously it's just our text messages really, but more elaborate and in person. So I loved it. TikTok, you could go to Drew DeVibes, DA Vibes, and then Instagram's just at Drew DeAndrea. I don't feel like spelling it.
Wait a minute, Drew, that's how you say your last name?
No, I say it different every time.
Never mind, I'm going on mute.
Okay. Because listen, all of our faces was like,
you can say it 800. You could say it 800 different ways. There's DeAndre, there's DeAndrea, there's Dondrea, there's DeAndrea, and then pick one.
I thought it was DeAndrea.
Listen, we love you. You were doing a name change. We were just
DeAndrea.
DeAndrea.
No, we weren't because Teresa was not.
Y'all know I won't call you.
Listen, Teresa, he changed it up for TikTok. Mind your business and let our friends
wait a minute. You were my dance partner in high school for years. You ain't never say it. I lived with you for like 3 months in high school.
Thank you, Teresa.
Theater. You ain't never say your last name. Like
Teresa, don't expose him.
All right,
Let me say something. Because Hudson studies Italian. She's in Italian school. So she says the last name D'Andrea. That one. In my household.
That one.
Okay, well, let her know we from Philly and we say DeAndrea.
So I sometimes DeAndrea. It's a DeAndrea.
DeAndrea.
Yeah.
Hold it out.
Nikki, I want to be so serious right now. Ever since you have put that hat on, you have not stopped stroking that hair. Oh, calm down. No, Nikki, I'm proud of you. Just like everybody else says, I have the same sentiment. We've been seeing you perform for years. We won't have to say how many, but just happy that you have this channel, happy that you even invited us on here. I had such an amazing time. And if you invite us back on, I'm more than welcome. I mean, I'm more than welcome.
Welcome.
I'm more than welcome to come back. But I'm
Invite yourself to
definitely coming
somebody's
back.
house.
Anything to promote, Preston?
I'm just gonna promote myself. Instagram, follow me. I do stupid stuff every now and then, or I do serious stuff. It might be
TikTok as well.
And that's Pressgram, PRESGRAHAM on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Pressgram. That's it.
All righty. Listen, guys, thank you so much for saying yes to this. I had a good time. I love you all. I enjoy our conversations, and I knew my audience would enjoy as well. So, family, Star family, welcome to my group chat. Thank you all for tuning in. We will be continuing up with this segment as long as I can get the divas. I will give you all the divas. Love you, Star family. Thank you so much for continuing to support me. I totally love and appreciate how you guys ride out for me, because this is a new segment. I didn't know how it was going to go, but you guys were so great in the comments. And I truly, truly, truly appreciate your love and support. If you like what you see here, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you another day for something else. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, everybody.